up in the rubble of my name. Hands full of ash, heart split in frame. Every old bruise had a mouth to feed. Said stay safe, don't outgrow me. But I saw a shape in the shattered glass. Not the wound I wore, but the one that passed. A colder storm, a cleaner blade, cutting through the lies that I made. I touched the dark and I could see. It stared right back and it called me. If I sink, I learn the deep. If I break for keeps. If I fall, I find the floor. Then I rise and ask for more. Face the deep, that's where the new me breathes. Face the deep, beneath the storm I see. I'm not the wound, I'm what it frees. Face the deep, that's where the new me breathes.
What's happening, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So, we're going to get into it in just a minute.
There's a house in me with the windows nailed, full of silent rooms where my echo failed. I walked those halls with a match held high, found a hidden door in the smoke-marked sky. Every cut was a map in my palm, every fear was a drum that beats the wrong. So I wore my pain like the phoenix wears its fire, and I fed that blaze till it rose higher and higher. You call it thunder, I call it birth, a cracked open jewel under blackened earth. If I sink, I learn the deep. If I break for keeps. If I fall, I find the floor. Then I rise and ask for more. Face the deep, that's where the new me breathes. Face the deep, beneath the storm I see. I'm not the wound,
How is everybody doing? So, I kind of went fucking AWOL after Friday, right? Like, we had a bit of a mad one. Like, so if you're new, Ron's on a bit of a mad journey right now. I'm just going to call it the quest, because I'm a nerd, all right? And there's been a lot of stages to this. And regardless of how I feel, there's personal things and there's shit I can't explain. Choices I've made, personal things. Things that I've not chosen, things I can't explain. And not last year, but the year before, we started getting into these Oracle cards. I got this crow set, right? And then quickly realized, right, that most of these cards, they're very self-indulgent and talk a lot of pish when it comes to not hearing what you want to hear. There wasn't enough sadness or anger or viciousness. And to me, that was a false impression of humanity, right? So we ended up getting an extra couple of sets. We got the Earth and Bone set, and then we got the Dark Mirror set, thankfully. So I consider the positive, the neutral, and the more, it's not negative. It's the deeper things. And I don't use these cards in any way, shape, or form the way they're meant to be used. I don't even know if magic's the right word anymore. I feel like terminology creates this division through by giving things titles. Now this is going to sound so dumb, but see, when we hear about something we don't know, we often feel like we can't be part of it. Oh, that sounds like a nice holiday. I doubt I'll ever go there. Like, anyone ever like experiment when they go to a fucking restaurant? Not fucking me, mate. Like, I'm playing it fucking safe every time. Like, nah. What the fuck was I saying? It'd be so much easier if my brain wasn't like this. So I thrive in chaos. Always have. Always will. Like, I thrive in chaos. I've watched people freak out while kitchens are on fire. And it's like the most, like, I am just calm. Deal with it. Everyone lives. But like, taking the washing out the machine and then like either folding it up and putting it away or hanging it up is like a fucking, it's like 40 years it's taken me to master that. So we've got to stop assuming that because we've asked a question we're going to get the answer. Sometimes we're going to get the answer for the question we asked 5 years ago. Sometimes we're going to get the question for the answer we didn't realize had a question. I'm fucking not mad. And I choose I spent a long time getting to know a set of tarot cards. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. These were sent to me by a very dear friend. Incredible lady. And you know, I often wonder if I'm just a toxic bastard. Because I'm really good at destroying everything around me. And then feeling like all of the things that happened were being viewed as if I was outside of myself. And I wonder if you're chosen for something and you ignore it, the consequences of that. The problem is, I very much believe this, okay? And the universe, the gods, the almighty, whatever fucking piss you want to fucking refer to it as. I've nothing left to fucking lose now. And this whole wishy-washy, your gifts are for the world pish really does not apply here. And it never fucking will. Today would have been my daughter's birthday. But she's not here. Because she died. And I'm not full of hate or resentment. That's not why I bring that up. But I do often wonder the lengths these all-knowing twat chops will go to. So, there are people who unlock their capabilities, who have gifts, whatever fucking way you want to put it. And they want to share it with the world, right? The fuck the fuck has the world ever done? Collectively disappointed. There's like fucking 6 lions left. Why? Kill them all. I don't even give a fuck about the lions. I'm just fucking using them to prove my point. I do give a fuck about the lions. I've seen what people are capable of when they're not being observed. And man, it's fucking wild. The true nature of some people is wild. Anyway, right, so I use these cards for my personal journey. And I pulled a bunch of cards on Friday. And then we done a bunch of card readings for you guys, which weren't really card readings. There was like me dipping into motherfuckers' souls. It was a lot. In fact, Friday is the first time where I've put any fucking prevalence in protecting your energy. I thought that was some wishy-washy bullshit. But the shit I fucking felt. Nah. Like, I have zero interest in ever feeling that again. Zero. So we're going to look for answers. We've got answers from the cards. We've got a conversation with nature. Not crazy. All the music you're hearing, written by me. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I am fully invested in this now. Friday battered home the very, very beginning stage of what we're all capable of. And I want to learn how to use this to take out as many of these pieces of shit evil cunts as I fucking can. Because believe me, good people shouldn't be forced to do terrible things. Because a lot of you would regret it. A lot of you would struggle with a terrible act, even if it was to an evil person. And that's all right. That's fine. Especially if there's conversation involved. Like begging and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking most of you are folding. But it's okay, because you've got the legal system, right? And that's not a criticism. But some people are capable of fucking atrocities. And then they can sleep like fucking babies. And I have done outlandish things to evil people. That's why I could never do the pedophile hunting where they go and find the pedophiles and then stand there with them. Because I would turn that into dark web fucking red room prophets. Like fucking that. Like that. Then I would sleep like a fucking baby. We won't get answers. Yes, we fucking will. Yes, we fucking will. Like, you might not get any answers with that fucking attitude. 100%. But if you've not figured out that will and intent are your initial building blocks, then We're way past the fucking beginning stage. I will say this though. I think everyone's got it wrong about the whole love in your heart thing. I think the defining emotion of humanity is empathy. Because I can love a fucking sunset and have no fucking empathy. But I feel like love is an undeniable byproduct of empathy. Love can exist without it, but empathy can't exist without love being created. But you can love something and have no empathy. I know that doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay. I know it sounds very contradictory. But will and intent are fucking so heavily and layered in to all of this. And who cares if you've got empathy for a sunshine, right? Doesn't really matter. It has no effect on the world, right? But it's empathy that facilitates most of the good doings and the loving actions that have ever taken place. I think. Possibly. And I know that sounds a bit fucking weird, right? But they're different types of love, right? The way you love a sunset or a fucking painting is very different to the love that you have for something you would have empathy for, right? It's a fucking chicken or the egg discussion. So, if any of you are new to this, Ron has seen and been around some of the most top tier people in the disclosure, the awakening world. I would say in many situations, I have no right to be having conversations with these people. And I could never figure out why 90% of them didn't resonate with me. Because there's people that could start rattling off stuff that they've learned from a lot of the people that I've spoken to. But the concept of taking the teachings of somebody else, I've never understood it on my journey, right? Because I have a fucking deep-rooted flaw, which is I have no time or place for blind faith. None. Zero. Like, zero. So, I had no gods, I had no faith until I had a profound experience. And, you know, growing up, you know, I was told not to be scared of the ghosts. I was haunted by the shadow man and the man in the hat. And now, I might have a new view of that too. But anyway, so Nikki Allen, she was talking about autistic kids, the shadow people, the shadow man, and trying to destroy their empathy. Because if we can remove empathy at a young age, what the fuck are we creating? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure it's empathy that makes me pick up the bumblebees from the fucking pavement and then take them home. Like, I'm pretty sure that's empathy, right? Anyway, so Darius, my conversations with Darius, I just want to say, you could go through 10 million lifetimes and never bump into a Darius. Like, he is a special boy. A very special boy. And when people have their life decided for them by a higher calling, when they are thrust into something they didn't ask for, a lot of people romanticize things, right? They often think about how amazing it would be to know things. I can't think of anything more fucking isolating and destructive. Because too many people think about all of the good wonders of this world and forget about the other side of the coin. And that haunts me right now. And everything I want answers for right now are entirely to do with my intuition, because magic is a lot more subtle than Hollywood would have you believe. If I could sit here right now and fire lightning out my asshole and like lasers out my eyes and shit, it wouldn't take a lot. It would take a lot less convincing that there was some shit going on, right? But the subtleties are exactly how we've become so easily distracted by everything else. How many of you have thought about a movie and then that movie's been on the TV? How many of you have thought, oh, I've not spoken to this person in a while, and the phone's rang? Just think. Little moments like that are the things that we write off. I want you all to start really dialing in on moments where the unexplainable happens. But for some reason, you don't fear it. You're fascinated by it. You laugh about it. Oh, you'll never believe what happened, right? Terminology has been a son of a bitch throughout history for a lot of people like me. Because magic will get you burned at the stake, but miracles, they've been sanctioned as okay. But I've seen things that are very much magic that people would call miracles. Terminology is a motherfucker. So anyway, right? So I need to know about my intuition. The lightning storm was fucking unbelievable. We're going to talk about that. If we've got time, we might try something different with the oracle cards, where if somebody wants a card drawn, I'll get you to ask a specific question so that I'm not tapping into your shit. Because I don't need to fucking deal with that. And hopefully that'll avoid that. And if that avoids that, we can do a lot more cards. Okay? Do you know what I mean? Also, this album is released a week on Friday. Also, we're going to do this for a second, and Ron is going to talk about... He's going to talk about his fucking music for a minute, okay? No one's guaranteed a fucking card, okay? There's no my cards, okay? You're dealing with a fucking sociopath who's autistic and got ADHD and has a healthy level of narcissism, okay? Like, trust me, bro. But I got you weekly. Do you know how fucking crazy the concept of all of the answers are around us? We just have to look hard enough, right? How fucking dumb for a start that sounds. Do you know how annoying it is, right? I remember Danny Henderson, right? I fucking love Danny Henderson. Like, she is very much love and light, okay? And I never got it. Like, I never got the whole love thing until you actually get it, right? And now I'm moving past that and trying to understand the universal laws, okay? Not morality, not fucking mankind's fucking interpretation of pish. I mean, right? 100% the laws that every existing thing is bound by. And it was Darius that fucking caused all this in my brain. Okay, the conversation I had with him about if we're in a spiritual war, how can we go into battle with love in our heart? How can we be aggressive with love in our heart? And it's because we're only going to defend after the initial fist has been swung, right? It's hard to spot. You know, it's hard to stop the evil until the fucking evil manifests as evil. It's kind of the whole fucking thing that makes it evil, right? So, let's use an easy one. Child traffickers. Cunts. Okay? So, if you go in and beat a whole... Let me just make this fucking YouTube friendly. If you go in and a whole bunch of these cunts to death, right? You've went in there to defend those kids, right? So, oh no, Danny's a fucking badass fucking shadow vaporizing motherfucker, right? But she is very much love and light, okay? I mean, she's not really, but she's all about that love, okay? Nikki Allen's very love and light as well, and that's okay. I've done one solo exorcism and one assisted exorcism this year. And I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. But that little boy has no longer living in fear in his own house. Like, it's crazy that whole fucking thing happened. Spoke to Nikki Allen, phoned a friend, found out that for 8 months her son had been tormented by the man in the hat and the shadow people, terrified to the point where he's sleeping in his mum's bed. It's at the point where the mum and dad are now terrified. And I sat on a live stream playing music to you all, and within 45 minutes I had exorcised the fucking demons, metaphorically speaking. Remotely, I might add. And they're doing great. Mad. How though? How though, mate? Like, how though? So, what am I meant to do with that? What am I meant to do with that information? Like, what am I meant to do with that information? Like, is that my life now? Do you know what I mean? Because it was trivial. It was a trivial task. It felt like the equivalent of taking a cheeseburger and punching it into a table and trying to call it a fair fight. So, I need to make it very fucking clear. I am in no way trying to teach the fucking world. I'm in no way trying to be a fucking role model or somebody that you should follow in the fucking actions of, okay? I'm a chaos magic using destroyer of pretty much every single thing that's ever loved me, okay? You're a healer. Yeah. Well, it's interesting, like, why I would even remotely be interested in being a healer. I can't even think for a second a worse person to pick for being a healer. At all. Do you know what the annoying thing was, though? See, if it turns out that I could fucking heal, I'd have to fucking do it. Do you know what I mean? What dickhead can't fucking touch the lepers and heal them and then fucking doesn't do it? Dickhead. Dickhead! Do you know what I mean? You know, like, I think there's people that can heal. And I think there's people that can trick the mind into not feeling pain anymore. And I think I've definitely done that in person. But healing's different. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, Ghetto Mate, I'll speak to you tonight about your show, bro. I will chat tomorrow. It's my head's been up my arse for days. Oh, I'm a destroyer of evil. 100%. 100%. But the facts are the facts. And it's not like I'm not beating myself up or dwelling. I'm not a glass is half empty or a full guy. It's a half a fucking glass. Like, what is this half empty, half full? It's fucking just half a glass. See it for what it is. And the worst thing is every single thing that I now believe that I'm doing, I want to master all of it. And I'll tell you what's interesting though, is how how adamant the powers that be are about making fucking sure that the message has been sent to me. Like, a couple of weeks ago, I'm upstairs, I've got my headphones on, I'm lying in bed, I'm watching Pish, and it looked like somebody was standing in my garden with a strobe light, a super bright strobe light. I took my headphones off and it just sounded like the maddest thunder ever. And I've never seen lightning like this. We'll look into it in a little while. And the subtleties of magic, right? So listen, call me crazy, call me whatever you fucking want, okay? I could quite easily be just as offensive about your religion. So I like to talk to the nature. And I had a very interesting conversation with this interaction with my god Thor. And this is what troubles me about me, is one of my downsides is missing things that most people pick up on. Mainly social cues, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing in the mystical realm. It's 100% in the husk world. Like social cues, norms, like all of that. It just fucking goes over my head. I'm a nightmare. In fact, it's one of the most destructive things that I've learned to manage. Because turns out you can act like a total selfish bellend without actually realizing you're being a selfish bellend, because you lack the social fucking inept receivers to fucking pick up on certain social cues, and before you know it, you've destroyed your life again. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot more to it than that, but let's for now just refine it down to that. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, answers. We're going to get answers. I'm going to put the music up. I'm going to play you guys. Oh, I'm lying. None of this fucking music's going to be out in a week. It's this fucking album that's going to be out in a week. So this is track 1 from Lost. This is Lost. This is going to be from Stack Divide, the AI band that play all of my lyrics and the music that I make. Yeah, it's been a journey in itself. Oh yeah, I know who I'm. Yeah, obviously, yeah. But yeah, anyway, enjoy. I'll be back in a minute or two.
Lost inside my mind, lost in a bad sign. I gave you my pulse, you gave me a knife, left me in the dark with my heart split. I bled your name like a poison gift. I looked for love, found the wreckage. You spotted me like it meant nothing. How do you leave and call it living? How do you watch me break and keep breathing? Lost inside my mind, lost inside my mind. That love was mine, now it's a darkness I can't find. Your love was a bomb and I never saw it drop. You let me die, you let me die. I heard your voice in the back of my skull. Every old promise turned cold and dull. I clawed through the night with my hands on fire. You fed the live and you fed the wire. I looked for love, found the wreckage. You spotted me like it meant nothing. How do you leave and call it living? How do you watch me break and keep breathing? Lost inside my mind, lost inside my mind. That love was mine, now it's a darkness I can't find. Your love was a bomb and I never saw it drop. You let me die, you let me die. Now the walls bend in when I hear your name. Every thought I touched has a rage and pain. I was yours once, now I'm something worse. A mouthful of ash and a brain that burns. Easy, easy, hold them down. No, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. I can feel it crawling under my skin. Lights in the ceiling, hands on my chest. Cold steel pressure, they say just rest. Paper thin walls and a heartbeat flood. Needles in the air, but it won't calm the blood. Doctors in the shadows, they pin me down. Laughing through the static, I hear that sound. I'm losing the shape of the man I was. Talking in circles till the whole room buzzes your name. Still in my mouth like poison your face. Still burning in my vision, I scratch at the silence. I fight, I scream, but the room keeps spinning inside my dream. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. I'm losing my mind.
All right, for anyone that's interested, this is Ron's Magic, Chaos Magic. I'm going to put up the principal fucking cores. Anyone that wants to read it, well, the music's playing. That would be great.
And keep breathing. You let me die.
know how fucking mad it is to be doing something your whole life and then find out that somebody's already written it all down? Like, that's just another way of saying fuck blind faith. Results orientated. I mean, it really is. I wouldn't know this. I wouldn't know any of this about encouraged to do any of that. Pish, cannot. I do not encourage anyone to do any of that, so just ignore that. Like, I'm okay with who I am. Sigils, they're my boys. Temporarily brief, creative rituals, making up your own pish. I mean, the worst thing is I could take this entire fucking practice and in Scottish terminology just remove the mysticism so rapidly. Do you know what I mean? Fucking about with symbols, mate. Just make a bunch of pish up. Do you see what I'm saying? So, belief and will and intent, for me, resonate throughout of all of this. Because I never question what the fuck it is that's going on. I just believe, and my will and intent. Do you know what's fucking crazy? There was a Jesus quote, right? There's a Jesus quote where he talks about will and intent. It's like, Sutton. My life, Sutton, will be done. Sutton. I don't know. It's something like that. It's fucking mad. And honestly, my whole Jesus theory is fucking blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. Like, especially when you're open to repeating narrative. And then they finally got the PR team right. Like, if you want to look at it like successful band launches, right? And then they finally got the fucking PR team right. It's fucking mad. Yeah, chaos magic is all the magic, yeah. It's the bisexual of magic. It's the we're just greedy and we're just doing what we want. If anyone is bisexual, I don't mean to cause offense. Okay, I'm just a fucking idiot on the internet. But you are greedy. Okay, let's be honest. You're double dipping. Okay, and nothing wrong with that. Do your thing. Couldn't give a fuck. Consenting adults couldn't give a fuck. Oh God. And my eldest daughter, right? You know how, like, I'm not one of these parents who worries about their kids being gay or anything like that. Like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, like, as long as they're happy, don't give a fuck, right? But like, looking back to how like when I was having conversations with my eldest daughter, and I'm like, look, just so you know, if you're gay, don't ever worry about telling me. Okay, as long as you're happy, I'm not gonna care. And I mean that in the nicest way. Like, I genuinely, like, it's fucking not. Anyway, I'm fucking off on a rant here. So, this is Ron's Magic, right? This is a website called I'll post the fucking link, right? Okay. This is just for research purposes. No one should fucking adopt a new ritualistic belief set because of a dickhead on the internet. Okay? Please. This is me sharing my own journey. This is not an inspirational tale. This is not a recruitment. Okay? Okay? I am not responsible. Okay? I make the worst decisions in the world. Right, so it's very interesting that Ron's been talking about the sun for most of this year. Hiding from the sun, I believe is what I said. The start of this year, I started therapy, was in depression, was beyond lost. I was shattered and destroyed. in a way that, do you know, I think I might be getting to a point where, if I, nah, I don't think I am. Anyway, so most of last year I had shut off from this whole world. I was pissed off at it. I was angry at it. I was resentful to people that were around me, that were part of this. I was appalled at what humanity considers thoughtful or the expectations of understanding. And honestly, I felt like all the things that mattered to me, I've rarely seen in the average man. And I wonder if that's a me issue or a humanity issue. Probably a me issue. And I shut myself off. And I mean, I was fucking pissed. Like, how fucking dare you give me all this shit? How fucking, like... And it wasn't until I verbally, this is another thing, like, it wasn't until I said it out loud that I was ready to get back to the quest that the whole Save the Cheerleader, Save the World chapter came into fruition. The marker of the Phoenix came into play. That was the first thing. Then it was Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. Then there was a long period of self-propelled studying in the field of answering, are there universal laws that existence is bound in? And yes, free will. But the universe is also a fucking moron, okay? Because, like, who writes a fucking universal law like that? Like, we need sub-paragraphs and shit. Like, we need section A, paragraph 47. Nah. And where that causes an issue is the manipulation of interpretation. The manipulative side of interpretation. And the importance of will and intent. And the legacy of choices that become culture and routine. Fuck, I sound mad. So if, like, 10,000 years ago you were told, oh, by the way, if you stare at moving pictures, you're gaining knowledge, which means your free will's gone. Like, I'm sure that somebody would have fucking said, right? But I'm thinking, that when you see somebody having something thrust upon them that they didn't ask for, I've never felt empathy kick in a way before, like, when I'm trying to protect something. Like, I've almost kicked strangers' doors in because kids are screaming inside. I am not the guy that sees something and doesn't say something. Okay? I got my first fucking dog because I seen a guy beating the shit out of it in a park and I liberated him of the dog. Okay? Okay. And how the fuck am I meant to sleep at night knowing that shit's going on? You see what I'm saying? So, I judge a lot of people. I judge a lot of people on how they act when they think they're not being watched. And you know what? I'm going to start with littering. And this is going to sound so fucking dumb. But do you know how many people would be mortified if you seen them dropping litter, and how many fucking people do it? I know that sounds stupid. Here's another analogy. We're pre-programmed to be wankers. That's why when a little kid steals candy from the kitchen, no one taught him to be a deceiving little wanker. Do you know, mum and dad didn't sit down and go, right, basically, if your mum tells you not to do anything, camp out and wait for her to fuck off and then stealth fucking straight to the Milky Ways. No one taught little fucking Timmy that. It's hardwired. And I don't understand the actions of some people. And I put it down to instinct and how heightened your instinct is. And then when you combine that with ADHD, a hyper-processed mind, and being on the spectrum, when I hyper-process things, I think of every plausible outcome in seconds, and then they're divided up into most likely and least likely outcomes based on the algorithm that the decision is being made with. And this happens very fast. Very fast. Visually as well. Like, if I close my eyes and allow myself to be encapsulated by the hyper thought process, I can literally see, and it's always in nerd shit. Okay? Everything's described as computer games. When I defeat demons, it's fucking computer game shit. That is how my fucking brain talks. Okay? So, the fuck was I saying? Fast process mind. Yeah, so processing information is like my thing. And in a crisis where everyone else is freaking out, I've already got the outcome decided because I've done 1 trillion fucking equations. They're not equations. They're really not. They're just fucking... That's what it's like. The numbers game starts when the evaluation process stops and we've got the subcategories and the outcome. That's when maths starts. It's not really maths though. Listen, I'm not going to ever admit that I can explain all of this. I can't. I listen to myself sometimes and I'm like, you're fucking mad. But it's all happening. Right. Hang on a minute. Right. If you guys could give me a like and a share, I'd appreciate it. Okay, so you've heard me talking about the sun. Fucking hell, man. I need a co-host that keeps my ass fucking on subject. So... the sun has been something that I've hidden from all year. I've seen it as a wanker who illuminates the fucking world in a way that shows me the good side of the planet, right? It's the happy time, it's the daytime, it's the kids playing in the park, it's the romantic walks at sunset, it's fuck off, all right? And I mean, I was sleeping till fucking 6, 7 o'clock at night, getting up and going live at 8. And then they really, do you know what? We wouldn't be having this fucking conversation if Embark hadn't fucked up ARC readers and I could just sit in my fucking misery, right? Reading, but they fucked it. So here we are. And I hated the sun. I hated everything it represented. I hated its arrogance. And anyway, so one of the cards I pulled was the sun card. And it very much signifies joy, success, renewal, exposure to good things, and taking charge of your life. And I can completely relate to that right now. I'm ripping my house apart. You can see very different background. I'm taking something that a month ago I would have willingly burnt this to the ground. And we kid ourselves so much in life that we're over something, we're past something. But until we decide to be bigger than the thing that tried to kill us, we're fucked. So that's where I'm at. And the sun, we're good now. Me and the sun, we're good again. Sounds stupid. I'm not insane. So we're good. But here's the fucking crazy thing. This was all about confirmation. And confirmation in Magic is vital. It's like an XP bar where you level up. And I've leveled up more in the last 7 months than I have in 40 years. Okay? I've had people try and remote view into me and be chased away by 12-foot fucking shadow monsters. And hang on. Where the I can't have smoked all that. All right. So let me just finish this point. It says here, this aspect connects the sun to the magician card as the will. Now, when it comes to will and intent, we know how important that is. So I'm being told now that the sun connects to my will. Your intent and your will are two different things. You have to have a strong enough will to deliver your intentions. Interesting. So that's a thing. So here's another thing. Don't ever think I'm interpreting anything wrong when I'm reading things for myself. If I tried to explain to you how basically I'm so fucking simple that these are like fancy picture cards for the other realm to help me see and understand shit, which is kind of what they are for everyone. But there's like booklets that I rarely look into. It's only if my interpretation has fallen apart that I know it was nothing to do with the visual interpretation, but the other interpretation, which is the original meaning of the card, right? Right, so let me finish up on this. So, being told that the sun is a key part to my will, I'm focusing now on this. I understand now that there's an importance to the light and the warmth, because I'm most comfortable in pitch black. Like, you cannot see beyond the end of your nose, pitch black. Because at any given time in the pitch black, I am 99% sure I'm the most dangerous thing in that darkness. Not in the fucking physical world, not in the human world, but in the realm that gives everyone the fear of the dark, I'm the most fucking dangerous bastard. Don't know why, can't tell you why, but fucking all of you little shadow demon evil magic blood doing bastards, fucking come at me, bro. Your fucking high priestess had a pop. Your high priestess had a pop. Nothing. Pussies. Pussies. My soul is protected. There's a reason why the darkness that follows me serves me. It causes a lot of jealousy. It causes a lot of jealousy. And there's a story that isn't for the public. But when the dark forces trick you and the universal courts of the universe see that your free will was contractually tricked, contractually. those fucking evil bastards are now your little bitches. And I know why so many dark magic users, not necessarily evil, right, but wholly dark, are fascinated with me. And when I say I am the balance and I am the grey, I fucking mean it. I am the fucking perfectly balanced scales. And I wonder how many other people are the same, but aren't on the spectrum, don't have ADHD, how they would deal with it. Because I think without the empathy that comes with the spectrum, because it is like fucking empathy on steroids, okay? I think a lot of people would be nasty cunts. Oh shit, it's black water. Hang on a minute. Let me fucking shut the fuck up. Hang on. Okay, so if you've never been here before, this is Black Water. This is probably one of the greatest songs I've ever written. It's all about when the only person that can save you in this moment is yourself. It is a testament to a point in my life where I had a support group, I had family, I had friends, and none of it mattered for shit. Because in those moments, we could only save ourselves. This is from Mikey T. I'll see you after this.
Buried in the bedroom, curtains closed at noon, talking to the silence like it was all I knew. Every mirror cracked to pieces, I forgot my face, holding on to her like it was all I deserved to taste. I walked into my own wreckage, didn't reached into the ashes, called myself by name. I pull me up from the black water. I breathe again, I breathe again. I'm the first light breaking my slaughtered sky. My hands, I found me down in the smallest room. I broke the lock from the inside. Now I'm reborn from my ruins, saved in the place I hide. I was sleeping with my shadows, talking in my sleep, writing all my endings at the bottom of the deep. I was carved into the concrete, just another scar, but I felt a spark shaking in my dark. I said, teach me how to keep breathing. I said, tell me I'm still here. I was trembling, unbelieving, but I drew my courage near. I pull me up from the black water. I breathe again, the dark, now I'm taking it out. Every scar on my skin, every tear that I cried, falling off like ash while I stand by my side. I was drowning in the night, now I'm learning to trust. All the fire in my hands, all the light out of dust. I'm a match in my soul, a map in the storm, pulling breath from the wreck, growing green from the worn. I'm the pulse in the silence, the key in the rust, turning rust into gold, turning fear into dust. I can't see every road, but I know what is true. I came back from the dark, now I'm shining brand new.
All right. So this is the album I was playing that you were all listening to and putting your energy towards me that I used to then defeat those shadow people with. Do you know what's fucking wild? So I've had another symbol start appearing in my life and I had no fucking clue what this was, right? And it's popping up fucking everywhere. And it's weird because that is a very Christian symbol. But do you know what's even weirder? It looks a lot like most of this. Like, it looks like someone's taken the top of this, oh fuck's sake, the top of this and made a fucking hole in it. And do you know what do you know what this is? This is the symbol of the fucking Christian crusade. And do you know what the fucking crusade was? The Crusades were a series of military campaigns launched by the papacy between 1095 and 1291 against Muslim rulers. What? So, I think this needs an update. I think this flag needs a little bit of an update. Do you know, I met a Templar, like a Masonic Templar, and, you know, he had the fucking suit of armor with all the fucking inscriptions on it, and the fucking huge sword, and the shield, and he was a serious fucking dude. Needless to say, by the way, if, like, you do something to a policeman, right? Like, if you do something to a policeman, like, the Templars will fuck you up. As I've heard. So, this symbol popping up everywhere. Interesting. Has nothing to do with my mystical journey. It has very much to do with my social and economic journey, I believe. Then there's this fucking thing, right? What the fuck is this? Right? Also, this has been popping up. Here we go. Oh my God, it's called the key. All right. So there we go. There we go. So we need to dive into this. Interesting. You little fucking curly-topped bastard. Who's got a little bow tie on? He's got a little bow tie. Who's the guy? Look at the little guy right there. So, interesting. Coke spoon. Mate. Like, that's like instant refund fucking Coke spoon. That's like if you're trying to cut down the Coke spoon. Oh no, use this end. Okay. I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you. Funny how our brains interpreted that different. But interesting. So let me read this. The anchor or key of life is an ancient Egyptian hieroglyph symbol used to represent the word life, and by extension as a symbol of life itself. Fuck off with this shit. I think it's a T-shaped top droplet. Yeah, we can fucking see it. It was used in writing as a what the fuck? Hang on a minute. Triterial symbol. Who the fuck cares? Representing a sequence of 3 consonants. This sequence was found in several Egyptian words, including the term for mirror, floral bouquet, and life. Listen, dickhead. So what you're saying is this could be a massively cool symbol, or it could mean mirror. Honestly, do you know what pisses me off? See, if we were to make decisions of answers the way that Egyptologists give answers, we're fucked. Oh, we're redesigning your kitchen. Could have doors. Could have doors on your cupboards. Could have doors. Could also have subwoofers. Who knows? Could be a door. Could be a fucking a snarling fucking beaver. Like, fucking hell, mate. They're like, do whatever it is you need to do and give me one thing. And listen, I'm fully aware of how you might think this is an uneducated point. I'm fully aware of how symbols, like, for example, like if you take the symbol for mountain in Mandarin and fire in Mandarin and put them beside each other, volcano. Nailed it! So basically, I have got a funny feeling. If we can just learn what all the symbols mean in Mandarin, most of us might be able to write some of it and just blag it. Do you know what I'm saying? Symbol for ice, symbol for cream. Smash them together. Bosh. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. Whew, we are talking pish. So, this symbol's another one. This fucking, like... How is ANKH a fucking word, mate? So we're just going to call this the hoopy top bow tie bastard. Okay? That's what this is now. And... Mad. So, that's another thing. Anyway, back to the cards, back to the answers. So I feel like I've gotten my answer, right, from that first card. The next thing is all entirely about my instincts. Specifically, are my instincts right about X and Y? So... in response to this, the cards tell me that it's an understanding of law and cause and effect. So you all heard me talking about what I'm currently questing on, right? The laws, the unwritten laws of the universe. Okay? And I'm specifically asking if my instincts are correct. Okay? Okay. Understanding the law of cause and effects, growth is a messy process. Is that how we're going to sum it up, is it? Understatement, dickhead. And sometimes we take on more. It causes areas of our life to be out of harmony, the balance. Instead of juggling multiple things up in the air, this card asks you to look at the core challenges we face. Universal fucking code. No big deal. The challenges we face and see what we can do to find the balance again. It's taking the piss at this point, right? Because, like I said to you, I turned my back on all of this, and then I verbalized that I wanted this quest, and I was ready. Then all of the universal markers indicated where I needed to go, and I've been following them since then, and it's all lined up, and I'm a fucking wizard, Harry. Suck your mum. Find balance again. What obstacles or challenges are you facing? The inner turmoil of indecision. What do you need? What help do you need assistance? That's a really terrible sentence. So, the assistance that I've been dealing with this year is acknowledging that not everyone is a piece of shit. And that I'm incapable of doing whatever it is I'm meant to be doing alone. Because if I do it alone, And again, I'm aware of how fucked this sounds. There's no benefit from peers. And having peers, most people look up to peers and want to be given direction and want knowledge. I only want confirmation from the highest and most skilled individual that I can call my peer at that point. And I'm very fucking blessed. Like blessed. Like, I remember the first time that I jumped into somebody without realizing what was happening. It was a lady who was a demon hunter. I interviewed her. She was a remote viewer demon hunter. And after the interview, I said a couple of things to this woman that I felt. And the look in her fucking eye. Like, sometimes we need to approach situations when knowledge is involved that we're not meant to know. And I think that was a moment where somebody was being faced with something they'd never spoken of. And I am so littered with self-doubt and hatred for myself that it is the biggest hurdle for me in this. Like, there's days where I would just fucking peel the flesh from my face because I'm sick of fucking looking at it. There's something incredibly powerful about somebody who's accepted their fate and who has had everything taken from them. And the thing that pisses me off is I've had my past lives done, and they always turn out the fucking same. And I don't know if my soul being protected is a big enough payoff. And I'm a spiteful piece of shit. In fact, let me fucking make sure you understand what I'm fucking saying. Like, I'm a spiteful piece of shit. And
I kept every broken promise, like rusted keys, hoping one of them would still open the door back to us. But you changed the locks, then left.
my disappointment in the majority of mankind
You taught me that forgiveness was a weapon
resonates loud
to use.
in my hesitance
See me in your nightmares.
to do anything for mankind.
I didn't start the fire.
Children, women,
Stop breathing
animals,
the smoke.
sure.
You made my kindness a crime.
In fact, let's go children,
Silence a
women and animals joint.
Now every
No,
tear you deny.
let's go children, women, animals. That's a better way of explaining it. But other than that, suck your fucking mother. Suck your fucking mother. And I hate that I feel like that. But it's the makers who've made me feel this way. And if they think that isolation and loneliness is going to lead to gratification for them, they fucking definitely picked the wrong one. But then, right, then my brain starts going off on, well, actually, this is the universe, okay? It's not a dickhead, okay? So then I think to myself, maybe that's an essential part of this. because I get given snippets of power and snippets of things when they're needed. And I wonder if we're capable of conducting ourselves as man with access to all this knowledge at once. Because I've said it to so many times, I'm going straight to the fucking casino, boy. I'm going straight to the casino. The minute that I can start going 21, I'm fucking cleaning the fucking casino out. Okay? Why? Because it's a lot easier to do good things when you're in a position and you've got fucking badass lawyers. Okay? I mean, obscene fucking lawyers, right? Fuck you, evil. And I love spending money. Okay? I don't know how you can fucking die with a fortune. Dickhead. You have no right to money if you are not spending money. Okay? Billionaires sitting on $13 trillion in that. Do you know what would be really bad is how fast I could spend that. Because like 5 trillion on ending world hunger. Bosh, right? So what have I got? 8 trillion left? It might get a bit hard after I end hunger. Just buy everything. Once I bought everything, now 3 trillion, right? Do you see what I'm saying? So I think with great power has come great responsibility, but I don't think we can be trusted. I don't think we can be trusted. And I'm okay with that, okay? But realize who you're fucking dealing with, universe, please. Anyway, so there's mention of the sun again within the Two of Shields that was upside down. But here's where it gets interesting, right? So when the card is presented reversed, too many concurrent tasks, completely agree, but that's personal life stuff, work stuff, music stuff. It's more how to manage the stress the husk is feeling, okay? It's a husk issue. It's a husk issue answer. Being too rigid, being taken for granted, narrow-minded views. I can't fucking stand any of those things. Narrow-mindedness, being fucking treated like I'm taken for granted. Can't stand it. But the rigid thing is like, I have never been more definable as damaged goods in my whole life. But that is one portion of what makes me a person. And every little slice of the pie comes with its own set of shite and rules and misfortunes and fortunes. Oh, Fifi, I'm 100%. I'm fucking fucked. But it's fine. It's if you're damaged and you're in denial about it, that's when it's an issue. Do you know what I mean? But if I act like a dickhead, I can be like, I very much apologize most of the time because most people don't deserve it. But I'm very accountable. That's the thing, right? So if I have a moment that I'm not proud of, I'll own it, apologize for it, and make sure that I can do anything to resolve a situation. Overthinking. I'm slowing this down for you guys. Overthinking. I don't think any of you can comprehend what my version of overthinking is. And I mean that respectfully. But I've got math conscience, the two sides that we talked about tonight, and my subconscious all arguing at once. Like, and again, I'm not here to convince anyone of shit. Fuck off if you think you're going to be convinced of anything. I'm sharing my shit. That's all I'm doing, is sharing my shit. Anyway, so I'm going to take from this the importance of stillness. I've realized the importance of stillness. The very definition of balance is stillness. And I've not in my entire life ever taken moments to be still. Well, I guess I have when I've been in the woods and in nature. Very, right? But, like, when I hear people talking about protecting their energy, protecting themselves, like, what? Like, I had no concept of this until Friday. And I definitely do not relate to what 90% of you are talking about. But Sunday was one of the worst experiences of this year for me. And Saturday, I thought it was going to be Saturday, right? So when I feel like I've gone over the top with the cards or doing something, and I don't mean demon hunting, piece of piss, right? But do you know what used to affect me? Doing all the predator exposing, the survivor stories. The survivor stories. That's what fucked me up. Fucked me up every time. Destroyed me, in fact. Tracking the evil bastards was nothing. Zero impact on my life. It was awesome. But the first survivor stories fucked me up. Where the fuck was I going with this? Where the fuck was I going with this? What was I talking about that led me on to that? Said I would remember. If anyone can remember what I was saying. People are being tormented and murdered right this second, and all day is easy, taken for granted. Spiritual hygiene. Oh yeah, protecting my energy. Thank you, Mandy. Right, so protecting. It's not so spiritual hygiene. I do that, right? I do that, right? Spiritual hygiene is one thing, but see, when I dipped into some of you that had felt childhood pain, and I don't even mean major like horrors. I mean like normal stuff. The passing of a loved one, parents being divorced. It was fucking horrible. Like feeling a little girl's loss for their twin. Fucking hell, mate. Like that was a lot. In fact, if it wasn't for one of the mods, Lynn, I went into her energy and her life was sound. Like she was normal, like a normal person life energy. And it totally brought me back from a pit of fucking Sarlacc. So like, I need to not do that. Right? I need to not do that. Or figure out. But here's the fucking thing, right? I'm drawn to that person, then it happens. Like when Ron reads people's cards, he doesn't want to know your name, your age, where you're from, anything that you're interested in knowing, nothing. I would feel much happier if you were in a separate room from me. I never knew anything about you, and all of our conversation was typed out. Because then, that is, as far as I'm concerned, clarification of how we're all connected. I'm not tapping into shit. It's the fact that I know we're all connected somehow. Like, I don't need to understand how the fucking electricity makes my plug work. I just know that it works. Like, I know if I'm underwater too long, dead. I know that. Don't need to try it. I know it. And confirmation of knowing and knowledge has become an obsession. when I'm focused on the right areas, right? And protecting my energy, I don't quite know if it's a collective crash out of all the emotion I felt. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a computer game where you've got a mana bar and you've given up all your mana and now you're fucked. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to figure it the fuck out because I want to weaponize the fuck out of going into like being able to go into people, because I could quite happily find out where all the pedophiles live, wait for them to get on a fucking train and stand at the crosswalk about like in front of them and quite happily dip into their body, and then they can have a look of horror on their face as they wonder how and why they're walking towards the edge of the fucking platform. And then I would go home and sleep like a fucking baby. But that's good in an analogy. It's not good for the train driver. So it's good as a metaphorical euphemism. I would sleep like a fucking baby. And I tell you something else. If I knew for sure who the evilest evil of evil bastards was, like Jimmy Johnson, he is the leader of all evil, I would be quite okay with rugby tackling him into a fucking volcano. Like the tattoo on the back of my hand, the Vulnot, right? It's one of the few symbols that has strong association with Odin and warriors who've accepted the fate that's bestowed upon them. It's the old school symbol of fucking come at me, bro. Have you looked through someone else's eyes? That is a very good question. We were talking about that on Friday. I would very much like to try that. I have done a few things. I wouldn't say knowingly looking through someone's eyes. No. From the traditional sense of going, we're going to do this, and I'm going to look through your eyes. I've had some weird fucking daydreams. I've had some weird astral projections. And I'll tell you something else. Lucid dreaming and the dream world, there is some shit going on there, right? There is, and that's as far as my knowledge goes, right? But when I was finally able to defeat the Shadow Man and the motherfucking man twat in the hat, it was all based around lucid dreaming. So with that in mind, we have to then assume that the dream world has a very large part to play in that Hatman Night Terror world. There's a lot more to it. I know it sounds stupid and it sounds very like watered down, but it's easier to dial in on the one analogy. And it's interesting, right? Because the man in the hat and the shadow people never touched me. There was no interactions. It was fear inducing. And it wasn't until, I mean, don't get me wrong, when I was a little boy, them creeping towards my bed was fear inducing. But when I'm in like my fucking late mid-20s and like, it was like that movie. It was one with Leonardo DiCaprio where the world would just fold in on itself. It got to that level of fuckery. And it's wild. And I tell you something else. Crystals. What a cliche thing. Crystals. Have I got a new respect for the Crystal Gang? Okay. The Crystal Crew. Okay. Because the two most cliche things that made me want to fucking crawl under a fucking rock and die was the whole love in your heart, light and love, and fucking crystals. But man, have I changed. So now I need to learn about where you go and dig up that shit, because one of my quests is to find my crystal. And I don't really know what I'm talking about, or really where crystals come from. But gonna because I think there's so much more going on with crystals and shit than any of us are even capable of comprehending, right? And I almost feel like this incessant flooding the world with crystals that are not raw, that are carved, I feel like there's nothing else in geology that is so abundantly cliche and everywhere. Like, you can buy a fucking wired copper tree with crystal fucking leaves. Nay bother. Where the fuck are all these fucking things coming from? For start. Where the fuck is all the minerals coming from? Right? Second of all, I feel like it's been flooded to the point where it couldn't possibly be real, right? And man, do I love the analogy of we've all been convinced that the subtleties are not real, right? But I've got a funny feeling all of the crystals are going to not be pretty looking crystals. They're going to fucking be the shiny metal looking bastards. I've got a funny feeling that's really the more, it's a minerally crystal that I'm looking for, I think, which is not as cool because they're not as like oh my god, right? So fucking hell. So speaking of crystals, look at this shit. So I bought this point. And I got this, and it was a completely clear crystal point, right? And about a year and a half ago, I spoke about the bottom half of this and how I felt like you can't really see it, right? But in here, it looks like a tiny fucking solar system. It looks like if you were to plug this into a projector, it would project that fucking solar system, right? Wasn't there when I got it. The second thing is there's now a lower one and a upper one. And I will try to get this bro. It's bananas. So I will try and get some photos of that, right? What? Star maps. I'm fucking saying it. Star maps. Okay, what does that mean? Who am I meant to give this to? Fucking love quartz. It's mystical as fuck, boy. Mystical as fuck, boy! So, anyway, on to the next card. So that, about my will and intent, right? So I'm taking from this that there's no place for existing around being taken for granted. There is nothing to come from narrow-minded individuals. I can no longer waste my time. Some people genuinely cannot be saved. That sounds a lot grander than it actually is. Let me rephrase that. Some people will always be muggles. And that's okay. And I'll tell you something. It is what it is. Okay, and it's all about adjusting myself until I achieve balance again. Which makes sense. I didn't write a song this weekend, no. I can play the most recent song that I've written. I'll play the most recent one. Right, I'm going to bring up this next card, and I will play my most recent song, which is called Face the Deep, which is all about when we want to find the true version of ourselves that we expect to find who we were, right? Those moments where we have to rebuild ourselves. we have to understand that it might not get any better, but we're not going to fucking lay down and fucking take it. So this is Face the Deep. That is not Face the Deep. This is Face the Deep.
Up in the rubble of my name, hands full of ash, heart split in frame. Every old bruise had a mouth to feed, said stay safe, don't outgrow me. But I saw a shape in the shattered glass, not the wound I wore, but the one that passed. The coldest storm, a cleaner blade, cutting through the
I tell you what as well, see anyone that doesn't believe in this stuff, right? See anyone that doesn't believe and thinks that we're all crazy, tell them to come to my show and give over their free will to me. And one fucking night's sleep, they will wake up a changed person. They will believe. I'm just saying. Also, that's not because I want people to convert to my way. That's because I'd quite like to prove a really spitefully fueled point to a muggle.
Deep. Face the deep. Face the deep.
Because you know what's interesting about people? People write off good things. But when you show them their fucking fears, that fucking stays with them, man. When you are shown the sides of yourself that no one else fucking knows, that makes you a fucking believer.
The cracked open jewel under blackened earth. If I sink, I learn the deep. If I break for keeps. If I fall, I find the floor. Then I rise and ask for more. Face the deep, face the deep. That's where the new me breathes. Face the deep, beneath the storm I see. I'm not the wound, I'm what it frees. Face the deep, that's where the new no pace, tried to outrun the black dog living under my face. But the pit in my chest wasn't empty, it was seed. Buried in the mud, still it learned to exceed. I made a pact with the pain, said show me your art. It drew 1,000 sharp lines, then it opened my heart. Now the cracks got light in them golden the seams. I'm not chasing that shadow, I'm becoming the means. From the wreck to the witness, from the bruise to the flame. Every fracture set my future when it called out my name. So I step out of the deep, let it wash in men. Cause the version that was dying was the start, not the end.
Yeah, I'm actually on good terms with Amethyst. Like, I've seen its benefits. I've seen what it can do. And I tell you what, you would... getting a big chunk of Amethyst for your kids' room is not a terrible fucking idea.
Tell me who I am when the fear gives way.
I get the new dog on the 8th of August, if that's the pupster you're talking about. His name is Ghost. And here is what he looks like right now. Motherfucking adorable. Thank you very much. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at that shit. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, not so tough now, eh? Huh? I thought you were tough guys until you seen that guy. So, it's been a long time since I've had a familiar, and this is the next incarnation of my legacy of familiars. Can't fucking wait. He's just a bestest boy. He's a good boy. So, okay. I need to understand. I'm getting answers for myself tonight. Okay? And I might not be able to explain everything. I might not be able to articulate everything. But just know I've gotten everything I need up until this point. Like, it's very clear and making a lot of sense, just so you know. Like, I need to read this.
You bend your spine, smile when you break. Hold your breath, hold your tongue, take what they make. You wore their rules too long, like a chain of glass. Every word they used on you was never gonna last. Say it loud, say it clean. I'm done living in between. Hands up, chest out, watch me now. Turn it inside out. I am gonna bet on me. I am gonna bet on me. Cut me loose, I'm finally free. I am gonna bet on me. You learn the tricks by heart, still they move the line. One more step, one more lie, one more bite at time. Now the
Tintin! Nice. That's a tiny white dog.
You
Nice.
were born to take your place, not to kneel and bleed. Say it loud, say it clean. I'm done living in between. Hands up, chest out, watch me now. Turn it inside out. I am gonna bet on me. I am gonna bet on me. Cut me loose, I'm finally free. I am gonna bet on me. I was built from the hit, from the ground, from the shove, from the cold hard truth and the fire in the blood. Try to
All right, so cutting to the shit, right? I asked the tarot deck, and listen, you can fucking interpret my narcissism however the fuck you like, but it was simply, am I chosen? Okay, that's what I asked for. And I drew the King of Wands. Quite a dapper looking chap. And the King of Wands stands up for his beliefs. They can be stubborn and rarely change their minds. Others might be intimidated by this. However, anything that doesn't align with your destiny becomes a distraction. Fucking, yeah, I love distractions. Plus, I'm really good at making terrible choices at what to be distracted by. Like, top tier. Like, top tier. The ruler does not care for that, the distractions. Now, the word ruler, they have the determination and willpower and can harness it at will. So we've got another callback to the two of the defining words of my entire everything. The physical manifestation of the flame in their hand suggests this ruler, there it is again, has the power to back their convictions up. Sick. When the King of Wands appears in your reading, listen to their wisdom. Know that you can stand up and push for your autonomy. Find your voice and speak passionately. Fucking man! Listen. If you ask if you're fucking chosen, and then pull a fucking King of Wands, and then it basically tells you to just speak it, who the fuck does it think it's talking to? Like, who the fuck are you telling what to do? First of all, the guy that asked you the question, I get that. I see the irony in my argument. But like, what? So, here's another thing. It also can represent the way it was presented. Doubt in your plans, which I've had. Feeling immobile, which I am currently. And keeping your anger in check. Do you remember, I've been saying that for the last few weeks, I've been really angry. But not feeling like if the energy inside me is pure rage, I'm just mildly annoyed. But I've got all that energy, which was sick. Keep your anger in check, uncaring, and being hot-headed, which is, I've definitely been a bit of a fucking bitch to some people that I care dearly about. So I believe this has been presented to show me the things that are preventing me from fulfilling everything that I need to be fulfilling. And the meaning of it all, like, all I'm saying, right, is if you ask if you're chosen, and then the card is thrown up an image of a king, and then uses words like ruler, you're getting your fucking answer, okay? So, a lot of people would be fascinated by that discovery in themselves, become obsessed with it, and go down a path of narcissism. Couldn't give a fuck, mate. Mundane as fuck, right? So, that's all confirmed now, okay? My instincts confirmed. My lack of say in any of this pish, because apparently people can just be chosen for shit and their free will means nothing. What's up, Spitfire? Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, party hard, work hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, meet me in the middle here, universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, meet me in the middle here. You know? So, that's all been answered. Now, today raised more questions than answers. Are we all in agreement that messages are sent through TV and film? In fact, you know what, motherfuckers? I'm going to put a poll up. Okay. So, do the evil and non-evil overlords use mainstream media, TV, and film to send messages to us? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. So, yeah, we're all in agreement. So, I am going to tell you about a movie that I watched today. And 99% of everyone who watches this will tell you it was a shit movie. The acting and plot was not believable. And all of that was on purpose. Because I watched a movie today where one of the main characters, her entire life was my life. Every fucking thing that happened in this movie is happening to me. But it's displayed in a movie sense, okay? So it's made to be a movie. So some things are very exaggerated for the sake of a movie. Not everything is literal. Not everything is about what is in front of you. But I felt like this movie was a message to me. I felt like for the first time there's a character who has plot moments in their story, their history, everything they're going through, that's exactly the same as mine, to the letter. Very exaggerated for a movie, but still the same thing. And this movie had nothing to do with what everyone thought it was going to be about. I almost feel like someone's trying to call a bunch of us out. Because I know I'm not the only one who watched this movie and went, holy fucking shit. And that movie was Disclosure Day. Which, by the way, had fuck all to do with fucking aliens or nice greys. Sound. Ignore all of that. Had fuck all to do with any of it. The terrible acting, the plot in which special forces fucking armed guards are not seeing people behind a bush, all on purpose. You were meant to see that movie and then fucking write it off. Unless you got the message. And the message was fucking loud and clear. And then you throw into the mix all of this fucking he is the key pish, and it's wild. Wild. And don't get me wrong, I could probably edit the whole movie into about 7 minutes that are the things I'm talking about. And it would make sense if I was like, oh, okay, so this point is this part, and this part, and this part, and this part. Literally on Friday, I'm dipping into people and telling them shit about themselves I shouldn't be able to do. No one, well, of course I should be able to do. But I don't know how to do that. It doesn't mean that I'm not doing it or I can't do it. But I'm doing it without knowing how to do it. And then there's the talk that this was the first year where I spoke about the weird shit that happened with me and the non-traumatic, what I believe were non-traumatic abductions. Like, I have memories of lying on that fucking table. I have memories of something over the top of me that I just couldn't see fully through and past. But none of it was traumatizing. The opposite, in fact. So that's why I have this niggling feeling that there's the bad guys, SRA, MK Ultra, bad guys. And then there's good guys. But then I can't decide if the bad guys are the actual universal good guys and it's like a resilience, or like the fucking Jedi who aren't part of the Federation, and the Federation being the good guy. Oh, you can't see my fingers. I'm doing the old inverted commas thing, right? I can't decide. But I tell you this, my loyalty is to this fucking planet. It's to the ancientness of this big fucking thing that we're all living on. And it's to innocence. Basically, it boils down to bullies are a bunch of cunts, right? Basically. And obviously, horrifically abusing someone is like top tier evil bullying at its fucking most horrific. But it kind of whittles down when you reduce it down to its minimal terminology. Bullies are a bunch of cunts. And I don't know what the bigger story is here. But I've leveled up, man. Friday, leveled up again. over the weekend just from the XP bar still filling up from Friday. Ever like defeated a boss when it's like 8 levels above you in a game and like your level goes from like 12 to like 17 because of that one mission? That's where I'm at. And yeah. Now, do you know how many fucking layers to this there is? So there's the personal side. I need to find the mineral crystal thing now. That's the next fucking load of pish that I need to do. Then there's really defining sigil magic that will supersede people's free will. But trust me, when I say something as fucked as that, it's from a place of handling great power with great responsibility. Because let's say, for example, I can make a sigil that if you look at it, I can then dip into you. And if I get so good at dipping into people that I can start preemptively deciding who is good and bad, that is going to be sick. Sure, I'm sure a lot of people would abuse and manipulate that. I don't give a... I'm not... Unless I'm in a fucking casino, mate, I ain't manipulating anyone. As soon as I can fucking empty a casino, I'm emptying a fucking casino. I'm telling you that right. I'm fucking smashing Mickey's fucking records. And I think the universe knows that. And I think they probably know I'd kill myself within about 2 years. But that's fine. We'll save all that for later in life. I can still have a good time in my late 80s. No problemo. But free will's messed with all the time. We've literally, it's been the hot topic of the loopholes that allow your free will to be given up without your knowing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not above that, just so you know, for the greater good. Just like, and I don't mean doing a bunch of horrible shit to people. I mean, I need to learn some fucking shit, and I'm going to go about it any which way that I can in order to fucking learn it. And I'm going to be bending some fucking, what you and many people would think are rules that are there to be bent, but I don't believe those rules exist when it comes to what I'm doing. Just so you know. And again, it's the same way as some of the things that I did to track pedophiles, I could do to any one of you. Like, you know, hacking stuff and all of that stuff, but I'm not an evil twat. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and again, oh, well, I wouldn't do that for money. Do you know how many people have come to me and said, hey, can you send one of your fucking text messages to my ex or whatever? I want to get hold of their phone. Never once have I broken my moral code. And I've been offered a lot of money. I've been put in touch, but through mad fucking Manchester gangsters, in touch with like B-level celebrities who have asked me to hack their B-level celebrity girlfriends. Fuck that. Dumbasses. So with great power comes great responsibility. Would I empty out a casino? Yes. Would I steal from a regular person? No. Would I steal $1 from everyone in the world? Yes. Maybe not $1, because that's quite a lot in some countries. 1 penny. What's 8.5 billion pennies? Is that still a lot of money? Doesn't sound like it. 10 pennies. Okay. 100% it would. If I could crypto scam the whole world into giving me 50 cents each, I could sleep at night. But I couldn't sleep at night stealing like 10 trillion from like some self-made philanthropist who's actually a good guy. I could take all the evildoers' money. Fuck yeah. But I couldn't. But here's the thing with the evildoers' money. It is tainted. You're not allowed to enjoy that money. You have to Robin Hood that money. All the evildoers' money has to be Robin Hooded back. Just so you know. Okay? You can fucking trick the casinos and you can rob everybody in a crypto scam of 50 cents, okay? But you can't spend the evildoers' money. You can only give it back. It has to go back, okay? It has to go back. Do you know what I'm saying? So that sucks because that will be sick. But can't do that. So yeah. Plus as well, like I'm terrible with money, but I'm really good at being terrible with money. Like if I had $1 million and I could think of right now a really cool way to if I had to blow 80% of it. Do you know how many people's mortgages you could pay off with fucking $750,000? Like, do you know how many of my, like, you in the side chat have been paying a mortgage for like 20 years and there's a bunch of it left, paid off? Do you know what I'm saying? That'd be sick. Do you know, I would love, do you know, I think one of the things that I would do, right, if I got into an argument with somebody is as they're ranting at me, I would want to be able to just buy their house and then just let them know that I own their house now and then give them their house back. Like, there's like, you know those guys that like buy the restaurants because they want to fuck it because they didn't like the meal. There's a proactive way of doing that. Do you know what I mean? And belittling some asshole in front of his wife by buying his house and then handing it back to his wife. Brilliant. It's fucking brilliant, mate. And again, not a good use of money, not a good use of anything, not a role model, mate. Oh, but I would take so many spite flights. That would be my biggest carbon footprint, would be spite flights. 100%. Just threw out. Ron, you just unwittingly threw out. I don't give a fuck. Listen. Sadly, if Ron ever has a political like career, it will be very much set in a Mad Max world of Earth. Okay? Could you imagine any other place other than a lawless world where I'm in fucking charge? Are you like serious? If I'm in charge, we are real fucked. Like real fucked. Shit my life up, Ron. What? Do you know what I'm saying? We are real fucked. Ron, buy 25 Cromwell Street. Why do I know fucking 25 Cromwell Street? Is that where the fucking Ouija brothers go? 25 Cromwell Street. I bet this is a big pedo thing. Is it? Is it a big pedo thing? Oh, hang on. Infinite residence, serial killers. Okay. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, that's not where the Ouija brothers go. It's a big haunted place. Now, they've smashed it all down, man. It's just a plot now, I'm pretty sure. Fuck. Do you know how mad a pair of bastards Fred and Rosemary West were? And do you know what's fascinating about Fred and Rosemary West? Is the fact that they fucking met and fell in love and were both fucking mental cases. And when you look at Myra Hindley and fucking Gomer and the fucking Fred and fucking Gomer West, this wasn't in a time with the internet. This wasn't in like you know, fun-loving German seeks Englishmen to eat him. Do you know what I mean? I have a massive theory about how these couples come together. John Wedger and I went into it, and do you know that a body was positioned outside Jimmy Savile's flats that was allegedly put there by Fred West as like an homage to Savile? It's fucking mad. Do you know what I mean? But again, in one side you think, oh, that's an interesting true crime way that your brain works, Ron. Also, in the same fucking thought process, how do people who poop on each other meet each other? Like, how does that come up in conversation? Like, how many dates are the poopers having to wait to break that pre-internet era? Fucking mad. Fascinates me. The poopers fascinate me, man. Like, how many fucking, like, drop sheets and shit must... Anyway, I digress. So, the answers that I've got, right? It's confirmed a lot. It's made me understand a lot. I think what I'm going to do is edit the lightning footage for tomorrow night, because I don't want you hearing how I talk to the nature. And I'll put the basically version of the question that I'm asking up on screen that I'm comfortable with being seen. Because I was mad. Mad. It was mad. I'd never seen lightning like it. Like it was like if lightning was trying to be a show off and not intimidating. Like a bolt of lightning basically went. You'll see in the video. Like you'll hear me ask for a specific type of lightning to farm, and then it farms. You'll hear me ask, am I talking to my gods? And the fucking sky lights up and the thunder goes bananas. And trust me, I'm not here to convince anyone. I respect your right to call me crazy. Okay? If you find this interesting but don't believe in any of it, that's fine too. All I ask is, hater or lover, please believe that I believe this. That's all I need. That's it. That's all I need. That is how, if you don't believe in this, but, you know, you're not, you know, you're still a supporter, believe in your heart that I believe all this. If you don't believe it, describe it as, oh, this is something this guy believes in. You know? I tell you what, though, the Jesus stuff is wild. Wild. Because I've got a mad theory. And it's, you know, it ties in with the history repeating. So I need to get my hairband. Hang on a second. Oh, a scrunchie, not a fucking hairband. I'm not a fucking madman. Dun, 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 dun. So, do you know how fucking embarrassing it is for somebody to be called the key? Like, it'd be fine if, like, your gran is like fucking some fucking Romanian gypsy palm reading legend or some shit, right? So fucking cringe for me. But I need to understand this. I need to understand what that means. I need to understand why in this fucking movie there are things that have occurred with me in this movie that I didn't think were relevant that are relevant. And the only time I have been susceptible to outgoing nastiness is on one occasion when a high priestess's little fucking Gomer, who is also, do you know what? I think I'm going to start with that motherfucker. Actually. So, remember how I said there's a lot of fucking dark people that get drawn to me. And they assume, because of what they can see around me, that I'm in servitude, which I'm certainly not. Because on both sides, there are servants to me. And there is the split that we spoke about today. There's the good and the bad, right? We all have that. That's the two parts of your soul, right? I'm talking about third party shit. Okay? Patch updates. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And I've got a bunch. And one day, there's going to be a task in front of me where there is going to be evil that has joined forces with evil. And the look in their fucking eye when they realized they had already lost this because of who I walk in with is going to be glorious. The look, the metaphorical look, it was more of a, you know, when someone gives you a look and you feel a reaction to it. So you know, so if you have an association with a reaction to a certain look, you can tell what look would have been looked by your own interpretation of the reaction, even though the Shadow Man is like a 2D fucking cardboard cutout blockbuster fucking outline bastard, right? The metaphorical look on his fucking face when there was no fear in me was like catnip to a fucking ginger cat. It was so sick. Like, I done my demon hunt, and then a few hours later, because I knew I wanted to savor taking out the Man in the Hat. Like, watching his minions get ripped apart by my fucking hounds is fucking... If my hounds are all I need to send in, it's fucking light work, okay? But I went overkill. It's a child, so everyone gets fucking sent. It's ridiculous. Like, if you... Like, it would be quite funny to try and do like an artist rendition of the shadow people turning up to that little boy's house that night and depicting everything from the good side and the bad side of my team that are just there. Fucking wild. And you know what's interesting? The intentions of both sides serve my will and intent. So the fact that you heard me just say that I sent the good side and the bad side to protect the child, there is no will and intent greater than mine. So regardless of whether good side or bad side, it's just the artist's rendition. It's still my will. It's still more bodies. It's still my intent, right? But, you know, obviously I send Bria and Freya and the feminine side to handle anything to do with the kids if the kids have got gifts or they can see things or anything like that. Alan very much stays fucking well at the fucking rear. Do you know what I'm saying? So you've seen how two profoundly talented psychics have referred to Alan. We all remember the night we were introduced to Alan, and it's fucking sick. But Alan's not the darkness. That's not the little bitches that are they're in debt. In debt. Not so much in debt to me, but indebted to the universal laws that they decided to fuck with. Big neener. Do you know what I feel like? Do you remember the Daywalker analogy of Blade? How half vampire, half human, so he could walk in the day. That's what I feel like being in the grey is. I feel like I'm a spiritual daywalker. And joke's on everyone else, because I don't even want to fucking be here. Do you know what I mean? And I'm well aware of how fucking crazy all this sounds. But like I say, I'm just sharing my journey. I very much enjoy the sharing of my journey with you guys. I feel like a lot of things are resolved once I've said them 9 or 10 times out loud to myself. And it's nice not just to say them out loud to myself. I think as well, from a psychological point of view, we are actually bound to be accountable when we say things publicly or in front of other people. Whereas doubt and self-abuse and what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It's a spider web. Okay. Bev was Bev. There's a key moment that happened with Bev, and that was on a show with Sean and I, where the audience wanted to see her dip into someone. And Sean agreed, and I agreed, and she dipped into Sean, and she started telling Sean stuff about like something under his table that his feet were on that nobody knew about, and it blew his mind. And she went into mine and was instantly chased off by a huge, dark figure. And that one moment where publicly someone tried to step inside me and was banished from doing so never made sense until today. And there's some people that feel a draw to share knowledge and to help the world grow. I don't feel like I have the luxury of that time. Like, I wish I could make all this make sense. I wish that, I don't know, maybe I don't wish, but it's wild to think what I thought my sole purpose was. And I'll be honest with you, that was to try and figure out how my gods can fit into 2026 through the forms of worship they've become accustomed to. It's quite a head scratcher, by the way. Yeah, that was after the, like, I can lift the shields for somebody to peer inside me, but there is no shields that are, like, no one has access to me. Everyone that previously did has been cut off. Nada. Full defense mode. Come at me, bro, and you're done. I mean, you're not done, but you just ain't getting access. And there are things in place to make people who are looking for things, not nice people, I might add, who are looking for things to make them think they got exactly what they want. It's sick. And I tell you what, I have not given myself enough credit for my full understanding of the language that is involved in making deals with the universe, or incantations, spells, whatever you want to call it. Because it's a spiteful bastard. There's a reason why a bunch of bastards wrote a bunch of shit down 100 years ago that worked, and then taught it to other witches and were like, I'm going to save you some shit. Use this. I never did that. So the universe wants to teach you harsh lessons every opportunity it can. Especially if it's something you think you've asked for in the right way. Oh, it's very much a tough love thing, but also being a dick. It's not even power, Mystic. It's not even power. It's not that, like, it's just, for example, like I say, I understand now how to do a lot of things magically when I have access to mana that if you don't do properly, and I'm sure there's a better way than I'm doing it. I've done it through 40 years of trial and error. But I've got my shit tied down. Like, my house, the enchantment that's over my house is bananas. Do you know what it's like to have to figure out how a universal, eternal living entity interprets the human version of someone being a bit nasty or a bit of evil? Like, if I say to you, prevent all things that can harm me, does that mean they have knowledge of them harming me? So does the leech know it's harming me? Is a parasite aware of the harm it's doing? And if it's not aware of it, can we blame it for that harm? And if it doesn't interpret harm, can it supersede my protection of things that will harm me? Because the guy who looks away for a second and runs you over didn't mean to do that, but it happened in the same way as the guy that did. Does that make sense? So when you're trying to speak and you keep saying, stop all the bad things happening to me, you are fucked. You know, something that stuck with me that really, I think, will help a lot of you understand what I'm talking about is in the movie The Secret, they spoke about how apparently Mother Teresa said she will never go to an anti-war rally, but she will go to any peace march that you can point her at. And they're fundamentally the same thing, right? Except the will and intent and the name of everything involved. And sometimes the road to that destination is very, very important. So always be about promoting peace, not about anti-war. And I know they're basically the same thing, but they're very different in the projection of what you're putting out there. And I found that profound because 9 out of 10 people will be like, well, actually, it doesn't fucking make any difference. It's kind of the same thing. I know how I feel. Incorrect. Incorrect. In my humble opinion. I mean, do what works for you, bro. But that blew my mind. And again, you're talking to a guy that growing up, shit was fucking weird. Like, I was a weird kid. I mean, I was weird, but I was also, like, I was bullied a lot. Like, there was a lot of shit. But it's like, a lot of things that should have affected me didn't affect me the way that normal people would be affected by it. And it was weird, though, because there were people that, I do think maybe am I annoying? Like, am I an annoying bastard? I often wonder that. But then, like, being an annoying bastard doesn't really cover it all. Why X, Y, and Z happened. Or this person didn't like you. Or you drifted apart from this person. Like, so, like, am I a fucking toxic piece of shit? Or is the very existence of chaos in which I thrive, by definition, it's defined by a clear destructive ending? And we can romanticize chaos all we want, but chaos ends in destruction. Understand? And I wonder if that's the price we pay. Because everything has a fucking toll. Everything has a toll. Fucking right, Mac. You're my boyfriend too, you sexy bitch. But it's fucking... Do you know sometimes I'll say something like, all y'all can suck your mums. And then I'll say something so profound, I'm like, whoa. Like, what? Like, what? Like, surely, find someone else. There's got to be a better person. Surely. It's like trusting Joey Tribbiani with the launch codes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a lonely road. Sometimes it fucking is. But do you know what? It has never been until now. That's a lie. Metaphorically, throughout high school, yes. But figuratively, now, very much. And I've never existed the way that I'm existing now. Ever. Never. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. In silent solitude. Never. It was one of the most destructive, what's the word I'm looking for? It was one of the most destructive readjustments I've ever been through. And I'm never gonna give up on other people or love or connections or any of that. But I think I want to get to a point in my life where I look at myself and I'm like, I've improved on a bunch of things. And sitting and figuring shit out, we've nailed, right? So we don't have to worry about that. We've done the therapy. We've done the self-fucking soul searching, right? But there's a lot of things I want to change. Y'all seen that TikTok barber? Like, do you want to see a wizard? Do you want to see an actual example of someone performing magic on the internet and then pretending like it's not magic?
Figured I'd get a real haircut for once.
That beard is crazy. That is probably one of the thickest beards I've ever seen in my life.
I see that you do quite the job. Magic man, work your magic. Of course, some kind of fade, and yes,
Now, just understand, we're men, okay? We don't see this. Women, okay? You all can look at each other and go, okay, yeah, we're going to put your hair back. It's going to look great. At no point has Mac or I went round to the boys and we've looked at each other and said a single fucking self-improvement of any encouragement over hair or clothes or nothing. It's not even in our fucking culture to know it exists. Okay? Mac, look at this. Look at this man's face. Would you not say, Mac, in fact, all fucking you motherfuckers, look at this fucking man. Oh, no, I fucked it. I fucked it. This is right me. All right, we're going to go with this guy. Okay.
Crazy.
Would you say, for this man's age, normal man? Beard, terrible choice. There's the fucking symbol again.
Trimmed up.
So you don't.
Look. Fuck off, honestly. Terrible choice of shirt. Terrible fucking hair, but normal guy for his age group, right? Normal guy. You're looking at him and going, oh, I've known 25 of these guys in my life. Now, Mac, if every single person that you knew in this age bracket who looked like this guy, do you think they would look like this guy if they knew what was about to happen? Watch this. Just watch.
I don't normally get a scruff.
This is probably the longest it's been, a couple years. I was thinking about the Ragnar Lothbrok look. I do work the Ren Fair scene.
You're thinking something crazy then.
It could be. Yeah.
Now, at this point, you're thinking, Ragnar Lothbrok, mate, what are you talking about? You're a jolly old Santa. There's no way they're turning you into a hot Viking.
Hey, just an adventure, have fun. You know, I told my girl, I said, if it doesn't work out, I'll just shave it all and start fresh,
Go straight bald.
Yeah. Oh, and I have done that. Now, she doesn't want that. I'm listening to my girl back there. She's a younger woman, so she wants me to look a little younger, too.
Okay, so we're going to get you back to her age then.
Hey, that would be fantastic.
You got any pictures on your phone? Or
Krista. Okay.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah.
do you want your hair still coming back, or do you kind of want it forward?
I usually just brush. This is my brush in the morning. I'm more of a brush.
Just take it all in. None of you are ready. None of you are ready.
So she's trying to make you look like a new man, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. She's getting tired of my big old grumpy.
Ready for this transformation?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What? Someone needs to get Shane on the phone, okay? Because that is a handsome man. Like, Mac, look at that face. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Oh, Mac, I'm not fucking done yet.
figured I'd get a real.
Look at his face, Mac. Look at average Bill. Look at this motherfucker in the background here who he's a wizard. Look at the face of the average man. Average man, yeah? It's not AI shenanigans, okay? This is a third generation barber from Glasgow in the fucking south of America. There is people that come to see this kid whose grandfather cut their fucking hair. I don't get uptight and defend people on the internet, okay? Okay? But the Milky Bar barber kid, okay, who makes people wear clip-on fucking Timu earrings in his final shots, I will fucking guard him because he is doing for men what no one does. No one! Look at him!
Real haircut for one.
Look at him!
It's crazy. That is probably one of the thickest beards I've ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna skip it!
That you do.
I'm gonna skip
Here,
it!
I'll just book.
Look at him!
Yeah.
Like, sounds good.
Take it in. Look at him. You walk past this man every day.
To me. Just need a change.
You're not nervous, are you?
Oh yeah, shaking a little.
Shaking?
That's all right.
It is a little nerve wracking though. We're gonna get you looking cool. Does that sound good?
Let's get you back in the game.
All right, let's get back in the game.
Okay! What? 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 Mac! 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 Look at his fucking face!
All right.
It is a little nerve wracking though. We're gonna get you looking cool. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
All right, let's get back in the game.
What the fuck? Did you know we could look like that, Mac? Like, did you know that dudes can go in looking like that, right? And then come out looking like that? Because society has told us fucking none of this. None of this. What the? And yet he does put a Timu clip on your ring, right? Which is fine. You gotta love it. What's all this fucking shit? Like, Mac. Look at his fucking wee happy face.
I'm invested in
Okay.
your love life.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the fucking younger version? The poor bastard who's 20 who has no fucking hair. Are you ready for his transformation?
I want to see both of them. We're like, no, we are driving these 4.5 hours down to Kentucky's to get these boys' haircuts. So
Just look at it. Now just take it in. Take it in, ladies. Take it in.
I think you could kind of do something nice with
Take
it.
it
That'll make you
in.
completely new man right there. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that'll work.
Ready for this transformation?
Yeah.
All right, let's get you
Oh,
back in the
none of you are.
game. We're gonna get you married after this.
Now, granted, a strong breeze is not going to be this guy's fucking best friend. Okay? Like in a low gust area where he's good. Yeah? Oh, yeah, same guy. Same
Gang, we're gonna
fucking
get you
guy.
married after this.
Like, what exactly? What wizardry is this shit? Like, so we're all walking around, right? Thinking we're fucked. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him.
For a change.
Looking for a change.
It'll be interesting.
Ready for this transformation?
Yeah, let's go for
Let's
it.
get you back in the game.
What? Okay, so do I need a haircut? Like, like what's going on? Like what? Like, what the fuck is this wizardry? Oh, look at his face. Same fucking face. Mad. Did you? I didn't know that guys could do that. I didn't know we could do that, Mac. Did you know we could do that? I didn't know we could do that. Fucking mad. Fucking wizard bastard. So there you go. That's actual fucking sorcery. It's fucking crazy, Mac. Women need to breed with that barber. We need like fucking generations of this wizard in our fucking midst. We need generations worth. Jawlines, yep, 100%. It's fucking mad. It's fucking mad. I sat and watched every single one of his shorts last night and commented on every one of them. I mean, I was calling him out for being a fucking warlock in every single one, but that's okay. But yeah, I didn't know we could do that. Like, I didn't know that. People need to know, Mac. Like, people need to know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can achieve like a solid fucking 8 out of 10, but you're just mulling about as like a 5.5, people need to know. It's like a fucking instant upgrade. It's like fucking patch notes that you want. Fucking hell. And do you know what it is? It's because they're normal guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's normal guys. Normal guys. I'm a normal guy. Mad. Fucking mad. Mad. Completely mad. Mad. It's fucking mad. Younger, thinner, more confident looking. They're all smiling. They got a Timu earring. Yeah, you would go for that. I seen you, Mac. I seen it. I seen it. Fucking mental, mate. Like, could you imagine how fucking off guard you would be if, like, you walked into your mate's house and he was like, we need to fucking sort your beat out. Like, you'd be like, what? I'm sorry. What are you injecting into our culture? Oh, if he cut my hair, I'd be slapping that clip-on bad boy and representing. Wait, what? Who's showing what? I don't know. I'm okay with Jesus. Jesus is all right. He's a cool guy. Cool guy. Like I say, he's just got a couple of flaws that are major, sadly. And not for the people, right? But for example, the minute Jesus steps outside with a baseball bat and caves a pedophile's head in, like his whole shtick is done. Maybe not a pedophile, but like an evil high priestess who most people see is a nice lady, and we've no actual proof that everyone can be convinced by that she's evil. If she went ahead and beat her to death, it would be over. His PR would be fucked. His PR would be fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because he is chill. If I'm being honest. And very clever how he went about doing what he did. Fascinating, man. Fascinating. I'm really into, like, when I start seeing history repeating in things, I dive on it. And, like, Christmas wasn't really enough for me. Like, holidays aren't really enough when they repeat. But when shit of a physical attribute sense starts repeating, that's interesting. Because my God lost an eye and then was suspended by the neck without dying for 3 days. You know, and Jesus lost an eye and then got nailed to some shit. Which is very similar to being suspended. There's a lot of symmetries. So is it history repeated? Is it better PR teams? I don't know. It's fucking fascinating, though. It really is. And then I'm in this existential fucking like cycle in my head of the symbolism of the cross and the fact that, and like, did he know what he was signing up for? Like, because if he did, and again, most Christians are going to be like, obviously it's self-sacrifice, Ron. Right? It's kind of like day one shit, Ron. But I got to get there myself, right? It's like a symbol of his selflessness, right? That's what the whole brutal depiction of him nailed on some shit, which is mad, by the way. It's not mad. That's the wrong terminology. It's very fascinating how It's not the only depiction, though, really, is it? But it's interesting. It's interesting. But then you realize what it is that you're meant to be remembering when you look at that. It's not about the brutality. Well, it is, but it's not. That's not the message. The message is, look what I did for you, you fucking morons. But in a better way. Because I don't know if I buy this whole God gave up his only son pish. I don't know if I buy that. I could, however, and I will get to explaining all this, right? Because it's really fucking fascinating the shit out of me. Romans don't mess around. Yeah. But it's not a big point. Did he know he was like that's? I'm not dwelling on that. Like it's not a major thing. But it would be interesting. I mean, I imagine he did, right? I imagine he probably did. It's fascinating though, right? Because like, do you ever like think if you remove some of the brutality from religion or things that we remember for ages, like. Because it's all, and again, I don't claim to know everything, but it was the suffering, right, that he endured that healed us of our sins, right? Which is interesting when you think about what Randy was saying about seeds of evil, right? And then the whole shtick of Jesus is washing away the sin, and he is inside us all, or some shit. Right? Fascinating. So, was he smart enough to empower the cross to remove everyone's free will for Jesus to enter you? And I mean that seriously. And in order for that to be answered, we need to know if he knew what was coming. There's a thin line between magic and miracles, between don't know how to finish that sentence. But hey, fascinating. I'm having a great time learning all about the deities that have popped up on my journey. And man, they're so fucking different. Like, they're so different. But look, I think I've waffled enough in your gorgeous, wonderful people's ears. Let's listen to some more music, right? Let's play a couple of songs. All the songs you're hearing tonight, written by Ron. All the lyrics and most of the music is made from Ron making noises with his mouth and then telling the AI what instrument and what style for that to be in. I've got an AI band and a few AI artists. Do you know what? I'm going to play Bleeding in Ink. This is by a guy called Tom Mercer. This is a song I wrote when my therapist at the start of the year told me to get a hobby that was creative just for myself. And I just went to songwriting and then discovered how to turn my lyrics, get AI to sing my lyrics. And this whole obsession was born. I've taken it way past the point of what a normal person would be doing. Like, it is questionable on how fucking sane I am. But this is the song that was never meant to be heard by anyone. This was a song I wrote for me. And then we're here now. So this is Bleeding in Ink.
You ironed all the edges of a life that never creased. chasing every flawless moment, till the moments had to leave. I brought you all my broken dreams. You brought a checklist and a pen. You were great in every heartbeat. I just wanted you to let me in. You wanted perfect on paper, I was bleeding in ink. Love is dancing with fire, not alone when I blink. It's easy on the good days, when the sun does what you say. But I can't hold you, I can't hold you when you pull away. You said, I need a promise you will never fall apart. I said, I fall for you every morning. That's how I find my heart. You saw every little scar line. There's a fault line in the ground. I saw maps of where I'd fallen, and still somehow stuck around. Oh, love is standing in the doorway while the thunder shakes the frame, saying I am not your savior, but I'll sit here in your rain. Yeah, it's cracked dreams, late nights, voices raised and then they shake. It's an I am so, so sorry when the pride begins to break. In the silence of our choices, where the echoes find their rest, I whispered all my dreams to you. You carved my failures in my chest. I painted skies in colors. You drew lines in black and white. I wish you'd love me on my worst days, like you love me on my best. You wanted perfect on paper, I was bleeding in ink. Love is dancing with fire, not alone when I blink. It's easy on the good days, when the sun does what you say. But I can't hold you, I can't hold you when you pull away. I wish you loved me on my worst days, like you love me on my best. 'Cause the gold you tried to dig for lived inside my broken chest. But the bed's cold air still, your ghost sleeps where you lay. And I can't hold you, can't even hold you when you pull away. I wish you'd love me on my worst days, like you love me on my best.
Also, I will get back to everyone's DMs tomorrow. Not ignoring anyone. Also, do you want, listen, if you're new, This next piece of music, I think, is one of the nicest pieces of music I've done. Also, it's a song about when somebody that you never thought would be a cunt turns out to be a cunt.
Came like a tide to stone, made a river in my veins. All my locked up doors fell down in the rain. I was a room of dust, you were gold on the floor. Now every broken piece wants to be something more. And I fall, I rise when you say my name. Time bends slow, then it breaks the frame. I was small, you turned my fear to grace. Now I know what it means to be held that way.
This is the wrong song. Okay, this is not about a song about somebody that you didn't think could ever be a cunt who turned out to be a cunt. This is about a very nice person that holds you together. That is not the song. Okay? Sorry, Beth. It's very beautiful, but it's the wrong song. I have smoked myself to a level of IQ that is so low. Okay? But I'm here for it. This is the correct song about said cunt. Cunt's a strong word.
You drew the map in my veins, every secret, every gate, every blame. Said my demons had a name. Turns out they look just like your face. Glass in the glove of your touch, sweet poison on the edge of your tongue. You built a throne out of trust, then laughed while you watched it combust. I never wanted to be this sharp, never wanted to taste this dark. But you kept cutting into my heart till the blade became my own. This is the revenge I never wanted. Fire in a house that I once haunted. I'm burning the bridge that I helped build. Ash in my lungs from the love you killed. I didn't come here as your hunter. You carved my halo into thunder. This is the revenge I never wanted. But you wrote my name in your storm. You turned my ribs to a cage, hung your lies like clothes on the frame. Every promise was a stage where you rehearsed how to walk away. I was your shield, your excuse, your shadow when you needed the truth. Now every echo of you is a match in a room soaked in fuel. I never wanted to keep this score, never wanted to lock that door. But you kept pushing through my core till my mercy was gone. This is the revenge I never wanted. Fire in a house that I once haunted. I'm burning the bridge that I helped build. Ash in my lungs from the love you killed. I didn't come here as your hunter. You carved my halo into thunder. This is the revenge I never wanted. But you wrote my name in your storm. I kept every broken promise, like rusted keys, hoping one of them would still open the door back to us. But you changed the locks, then laughed while I bled on the welcome mat. You taught me that forgiveness was a weapon only you were allowed to use. So if you see me in your nightmares, know this: I didn't start the fire. I just stopped breathing in your smoke. You made my kindness a crime. You made my silence a shrine. Now every tear you denied falls like meteors across your sky. I won't be your sacrifice. I won't wear your alibis. You lit the fuse in my spine. Now feel the fault lines rise. This is the revenge I never wanted. Fire in a house that I once haunted. I'm burning the bridge that I helped build. Ash in my lungs from the love you killed. I didn't come here as your hunter. You carved my halo into thunder. This is the revenge I never wanted. But you wrote my name. You wrote my name in your storm.
Yo, you're not boring. What are you talking about? You're not boring at all. Fucking awesome.
But you painted me into
Hell yeah.
the gun.
Shout out Tanya.
So when your kingdom finally
Milk for Mike. Not you, Tanya. That was shout out Tanya. Pause.
You're the one who
Entirely new
pulled
topic.
the
Milk for Mike.
sun from the sky. Not me.
Do you know how mad a White Russian is? Like,
Not me.
the first time I seen a White Russian being made, I was like, there's no fucking way that's a drink. It has milk. Like, it has milk. And not even fucking like magic fucking like coconut milk or some shit. We're like, no, okay. Milk. Mad. Delicious though. Fucking. White Russian. Fuck you right up and you won't even know about it. Long Island iced teas. How can you take every single clear spirit in a bar and just pour it in a glass and then add a dash of cola and a wedge of lime and it doesn't taste like a fucking, like that is a fucking wizardry right there. Explain that shit. Explain a fucking Long Island iced tea, smart arse. Okay? Because that shit, nothing, I mean, that's a lie. Incredible decisions every time. In the moment. Looking back, questionable. Okay, so I don't want to get myself too riled up because I can feel it. I can feel like it's fucking, what day is it? It's not appropriate to get riled up. Okay? What time is it? It's already Wednesday. Do you know how much shit I was meant to have? Oh no. Right, I need to be up early. I need to be up early. Otherwise, I'm going to have to deal with a disappointed text from Sarah. There's not, like, you know when people are like, oh, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Like, I need to do better. Also, Sarah's awesome. I feel so bad for her, man, having to deal with me. It's fucking atrocious. It really is. And the worst thing is, right, like if we scaled this up, right, let's say this was a massive office building, right, and Sarah, like, worked there and had to physically walk in, the amount of shit that woman would have had to have dealt with is astronomical. Like, there would have been days where that door in that office opening would have resulted in a smashable object hitting that door the second it fucking opened. Regardless of who's coming through it, fuck off. Oh, man. Oh. 100%. 100%. And then she'd have to see the reality. Like, for example, also in this metaphor, for some reason, I live in the office, right? In this whole simulation, it only works if I also live there. Oh, man. Crazy. I don't understand, right? How do evil people have the... And I'm not evil, by the way. But, like, people who have secrets, how do they have PAs that can just walk into their house and, like, into their room? Like, what? Like, what? What? Nah. Fuck that. And cleaning ladies who you just let in, and they're just... Or gentlemen, who are just in your house. You're not there. And they're just in your house, mulling about. There would need to be floor safes. There's so much questionable shit in this house. And it's not even like evil or horrible shit. I'm just talking like, there is just some questionable shit that I probably should have thrown out by now. Do you know what I'm saying? Cleaner usually have the keys. Fuck that. Because I'm telling you now, I know what I would be doing in every one of your motherfucking homes if I was the cleaner. I'm going through all your shit. I'm going through all your shit. I'm going to be cleaning though. Oh, I'll be cleaning the inside of every one of your drawers every time I'm there. Every fucking time I'm there. I will be taking books off the shelf, trying to find the hidden one that opens the trapdoors. I'm going to be going in looking for the false backs on your drawers. And I'm not even going to be able to stop myself. This isn't, do you know what's crazy about the misinterpretation of premeditation? Like premeditation, if you just constantly premeditate everything before you realize you're going to do it, because I'm going through all your shit. And I'm not even thinking about it. Like, I'm not even, and this is only because I'm your cleaner. If I was your friend, I wouldn't go through your shit. Okay? Trust me. Okay? But if you're a fucking stranger and you've let me in your house, you're a fucking asshole and you deserve me going through your shit. That's all I'm saying. Because you're dumb. Okay? You're dumb. Real dumb. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going through everyone's shit if I'm your cleaner. Fucking right. I'm looking for everything, all your secrets, everything. All of it. 100%. I'm going to find that one pair of underpants with the skid marks and I'm going to take pictures of it next to your photographic ID in a fucking cinematic shot of your living room. So if you ever fuck with me, I'm going to post that on social media. And there's no way you can deny it's yours because your fucking passport is right next to the shit stain. Yeah? Oh, yeah. You don't have to have dark secrets for me to get pay. Oh, no. Wait to hear about the frozen shit discs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, they just sell boxes of live crickets that are conveniently the size of a letterbox. Funny that. Mad. It's fucking mad. She just fucking... Oh, box of crickets, please. Oh, it's fucking through a letterbox. Oh, well. Oh, well. Fucking mental, mate. Also, paracetamol. Do you know what happens if you take a bunch of them? Dead. Fucking 89 pence for enough to kill you. Mad. Mad. Fucking mad, mate. Fucking crazy. Like, why can I buy that many paracetamols for less than £1? Right? But an air rifle, 5 years in prison. What the fuck? Mad. I'm really gone off topic. But it's nice. It's nice. I like hanging out with you guys. It's fucking nice. I tell you what, though. Like, I need to nerd out. Like, if you guys are wanting more streams in the evenings, we're going to have to nerd out a couple of nights so we can play some fucking games. And I'll appease what will be enjoyable for you to watch, right? So, I think I'm probably going to start The Last of Us all over again. And we're all going to cry because it's fucking amazing. But I want to play some horror games because I cannot play horror games by myself because I'm a pussy. And I mean, for all, you know what's funny as fuck? The man who's comfortable in the darkness. The man who deals with shadow people. Pussy. 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 I'll watch a horror film by myself. No problem. No fucking problem. But see, when you're like 16 inches from the screen and you've got fucking headphones on and you're locked in and you're so autistic that your brain just goes, oh, screen, let's make it real. Fucking nah, bro. But if you're all there with me, it's still as terrible for me, but it's fucking funny to watch, man. Like, it is funny to watch, especially now that I've done the demon hunting. It's going to make no sense that I'm jumping out my skin at scary pretend demons, but that was just not how I would conduct myself in reality. And I can comfortably say that because I've done it. Mad. How funny is that? Do you know what that tells me? It tells me that there's a great comfort in the safety of allowing fear into your life for moments that are far greater than the fear itself. So the joy that I'll get from you all pissing yourself at home at me knowing how ridiculous my reaction. There's no actual fear. Like, I'm not, oh, I'm so scared. It's just, I'm going to react like a pussy every fucking time. Like, I'm going to jump out my fucking seat. I'm going to fucking swear. It's all stealth and special SAS tactics out the fucking window, mate. Out the window. Hilarious. Oh, I tell you what, though. I've not had to do any of those things without doing it remotely. So I say that based off of me sat in my house doing this through remote viewing or astral projecting, or as I like to say it, my fucking will be done, motherfuckers. But whatever spice you want to throw on it. 100% tapping into the energy, 100% told all of my guides and like my team members to call me when the baddies turned up, and they did. And that was mad because it felt like underneath my right foot was a mobile phone with the buzzer on, but no ringer. I could feel it. And every time that happened, I would do what I would do. And all of you were there. All of you were there on the live stream talking about the music. And that's when I knew that everything that's used against us, we can use against them. Obviously, I'm not talking about the traumatic shit that they put people through, obviously. I'm talking about mass worship through social media influence, through idolization of celebrity, through the understanding of the loopholes of the universal language of free will, and how music and symbols can be manipulated without you even having a fucking say in what's happening. And understand me, I will never bring harm to anyone. Let me rephrase that. I will never bring harm to any of my people, okay? If I believe that it's serving a greater good. Like, I'm not going to give up my people for anything. Like, I'd give up myself, but I'd never give up my people. Now, you can start pulling hairs, and you could say, well, what if you had 20 people and they kept bringing in innocent women and children and blowing their fucking brains out? How would you sleep at night? And it's questions like that that really make me understand the separation that I have from regular-minded people. Because I'd sleep fucking brilliant. How would you sleep? I sleep fucking brilliant. It's through the stubbornness of the person not accepting my answer that this is happening. I'm not causing this. There's nothing that's going to waver my response. And in my eyes, I'm not responsible for the actions of another person. I'm accountable for mine. And I think there's a lot of premise that people put on, oh, well, you know, you've got to do it for the greater good, or all of this. I am doing it for the greater good. That's my entire intention. The greater good of my people. Whatever happens next is no choice of mine. It's a fucking weird analogy, right? But it's interesting because when we talk about people and what is right and wrong, like the classic example of a train is barreling down the track. On one side, you've got 10 elderly folk. On the other side, you've got 5 children. You have to choose. I don't have to fucking choose shit. They can fucking both die for all I fucking care. I don't understand the concept of you have to. It blows my fucking mind. And you know what? I think that is where, if we wanted to talk husk issues, that's where the social cues, not picking up on social cues, can be associated to as well. But when I say the biggest carbon footprint of mine would be spike flights, right? I'm telling you, I could be spike flighting all around the world. Just cause spike flight. And I think we're all very lucky that balance is essential. I think we're all lucky because I'm telling you now, like, I sit and have days where I think of all of the nice things that I can't wait to be able to do. And it's like, I get emotional thinking about doing nice things for the people that matter to me. Do you know what I mean? Little things and big things. Like, I love how something can impact someone just through thought. Thoughtfulness. Fascinating. It really is. And through thoughtfulness and love and creation, the most powerful things are born. I know that sounds a bit fucking wishy-washy, but I've got a book, a grimoire, that because of how it was made, do you know what? Give me a fucking second. I need to do something that I need to do right now. Give me a fucking second. Just listen to fucking Blackwater played on the fucking harp, and then I'll be right back.
I was buried in the bedroom, curtains closed at noon, talking to the silence like it was all I knew. Every mirror cracked to pieces, I forgot my face, holding on to hurt like it was all I deserved to taste. I walked into my own wreckage, didn't look away, reached into the ashes, called myself by name. I pulled me up from the black water. I breathe again, I breathe again. me down in the smallest room. I broke the lock from the inside. Now I'm reborn from my ruins, saved in the place I hide. I was sleeping with my shadows, talking in my sleep, writing all my endings at the bottom of the deep. I was carved into the concrete, just another scar. But I felt a spark shaking in my dark. I said, teach me how to keep breathing. I said, tell me I'm still here. I was trembling, unbelieving, but I drew my courage near. Pull me up from the black, black water. I breathe again, I breathe again. I'm the first light breaking my slaughtered sky. Pull me up from the black, black water. I breathe again, I breathe I've been walking with the ghost, but I'm turning around. Left my name in the dark, now I'm taking it out. Every scar on my skin, every tear that I cried, falling off like ash while I stand by my side. I was drowning in the night, now I'm learning to trust. All the fire in my hands, all the light out of dust. I'm a match in my soul, a map in the storm, pulling breath from the red, growing green from the worn. I'm the pulse in the silence, the key in the rust, turning rust into gold, turning fear into dust. I can't see every road, but I know what is true. I came back from the dark, now I'm shining brand new. Ooh, hey, pull me up from the black, black water. I breathe again, I breathe again. Pull me up from the black, black water. I breathe again, I breathe again.
Shout out Mikey T. It's a nice song. We like that. Now, I'm going to go to bed soon. In fact, I'm probably going to play one more song and then go to bed. Otherwise, it's like I could sit here and waffle all night, even though I don't consider it waffling. Yeah, it's an interesting journey. But you know what? Like, I'm genuinely learning things about. You can call it invoking. You can call it tapping into different selves. You can call it autism. You can call it fucking whatever you want. But there's a shift that happens in me. And just for now, we're just going to refer to it as wizard mode. Okay? Like when I'm in wizard mode, which is mainly from an academic point of view, right? Seeking knowledge in wizard mode. I'm a bit of a cunt. And it's entirely to do with patience. And it's almost like the moments that I've realized it, it's almost been through the perfectly acceptable process of somebody asking you to explain something. I am renowned for, like, I'm happy to explain stuff. I'm happy to go over things with people. Not in wizard mode. Not in wizard mode. Woof. It's fucking wild. And I feel like I'm now only realizing that because I'm doing it around people that matter to me. And it's my empathy for when I'm no longer in wizard mode and I go, oh, you're a bit of a dick. I cannot allow that to exist without my acknowledgement and, in cases where it applies, apology. Not that I should expect to be forgiven. And again, I'm just talking about being a cunty chops. I'm not talking about, like, I don't know, shooting a Walmart up, okay? But empathy is a bigger part of everything than we know. I'm going to go fucking mad in a tower somewhere trying to figure all this out. It's going to be sick. I'm going to get a lighthouse. In saying that, I'm not. It would need to be a lighthouse that... In saying that, right? Could we make unused lighthouses the new party destination? They're a bit long and tall. Like, they're long up the way. Do you know what I mean? Not the best situation for a party scenario. Lot of spiral staircases. Again, someone's going to fall. Okay, right, that idea is moot now. Plus, I don't like heights, so I'm staying down the bottom, and there's not much of a view there, so fuck that. Fuck heights, by the way. Fuck, I don't know what has happened to me in past lives, but motherfuckers be throwing me off some shit. Okay? I'm just saying. It's called a good strain run. Oh, God. No, listen, but I need you all to understand, like, I've done it with the mods and that. Like, I've had moments where I'm like, and then I'm like, fuck. Whoa. What are you doing? So just be aware if there's a moment where you're like, oh, you sounded like a bit of a twat there. I am aware of it. I am very much working on it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to apply the same process that I apply to hyper focus. Like if I'm concentrating on something for work and somebody knocks on the door and comes in, if you give a fuck, you're going to stand there for at least 90 seconds and let the brakes go on so that I can slow my brain down to be able to communicate with you at a regular thought process that doesn't infuriate me because I'm in a hyper process, which basically means unless you're fucking AI, you ain't catching up, okay? It's mad. So I'm going to apply the same system to that of making people aware that could be subject to that are in my circles aware of that. Because I love that state. It's very important, the wizard state, metaphorically, loosely using that term. But I'm not going to not be accountable for it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, don't interrupt my hyperfocus. It's fucking painful. It's like what I would imagine if someone opened my skull up and pressed a fucking iron against it. Plus, you're talking to me at the same time. And nobody else is here, but the iron's still pressing down. And I've got a funny fucking feeling you're the reason. That's not rational. But that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's try to figure it out together like a group. Nah. Because that is way too much like I'm sharing or teaching or anything. I am not into that. I am not teaching. I'm just talking about the shit I'm going through because I know how the internet can react when it's fine, right? If you're not a degenerate fucking absolute maniac, right? I am. I'm wild, okay? And like, I'm really upfront about who I am and what I am. And that doesn't really go well if you're trying to build a following based off of your fucking views on religion or your teachings or any of that pish. Unhinged degenerate. That's a great way. 100%. Fucking yeah. So it doesn't mean I'm a bad person, okay? It just means I like a lot of hobbies that many people don't know exist, because sometimes people don't discuss the things that consenting adults can do in much detail, and some of us do, and then we get together and we do things. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's not now, but previously. Okay? Yeah. And that's not the only thing, like, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking maybe we can all help. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm sorry, Tanja. You're completely right to suggest everyone helping me. But the problem is, my brain is it's not going to go with blind faith. We can't just figure it out. We need to figure out the practical exams that prove with hard data what it is I'm trying to talk about. And sometimes that data comes in a way I can explain back to you guys and go, oh, this was a mad moment. But a lot of the time, it's not, because I can't articulate it. Because how do you explain a momentary feeling that is profound, where sparkling thought process downloads thousands and thousands of points of information that clarify things that would just take too long? I'm fucking going to end up in a fucking hospital. Like, in fact, come at me, bro. But, like, there's shit I'm figuring out that I can't even figure out how to explain back to you, but I know in my head fully what I'm talking about. Oh, God. That was close to sounding like a fucking lunatic. Yep, thank you. Me too. So, I'm not even comfortable with people being like, oh, Ron's a really good guy. Is he? I mean, yeah, in the scale of good and bad, I'm a good guy, right? But fuck, man. Like, you go to fucking bed, Sam. You're not my dad. Are you okay, though? Max just sent me a message. Am I okay, though? The fuck? That was 6 hours ago. Hang on. Why are you thinking I'm not okay, though? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, Mac. There's like fucking 300 messages from you. When was this? When was all this sent? Oh, yeah, this was over fucking depression days. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, I didn't look at my phone that day, Mac. Mac, you sent me all those messages on the one day where I wasn't looking at my phone, and now you're buried under everyone's messages that have come in today. So I'm very sorry. I will listen to your messages. What a fucking bellend. Like, my friends, like, have put up with so much pish. Like, I'm a lucky boy. A very lucky boy. Very lucky boy. Very, very lucky boy. And I have a lot of people that care about me. And sometimes they send messages on days where I don't look at my phone, and it makes me look like a dickhead. So I'm very sorry. Yeah, Ron needs to get a bivy bag and a tarp and a sleeping bag. I've got everything else. I've got everything else that you can need for camping. British Army bivy bag. And then hopefully, by November, I want to be able to get another Big Agnes. Big Agnes Sleep Systems, right, are one of the finest things that America has ever created. America, slightly larger than average people, okay? And Big Agnes has invented a sleep system for Americans. And it's the only sleep system where you can literally do a 360 body roll inside the sleeping bag and the motherfucking sleeping bag does not move, okay? The sleeping mattress goes down the back of the inside of the fucking sleeping bag and it inflates. You're now lying on an anchor point. It's fucking genius. And they're 4 fucking season. They're all down. They're massive. And they're fucking amazing. Like, do you know what it's like to be in a sleeping bag that's made for like a regular sized person? You're in there and you're wedged in. Like a bivy bag. Like I've lay in about 8 inches of water in my bivy bag, a British Army bivy bag. They're sorcery, by the way. How can something be breathable but waterproof? Fuck off. Explain that. Explain Gore-Tex, motherfuckers. Explain it. So what you're saying is all of the moisture can escape out, but none of the moisture can get in. Okay. But the moisture on the outside is pressurized and pushing against it, and the heat on the inside is just rising. Fuck off, mate. Fuck off. Also, vinyl. Let's not get into that. Anyway, British Army bivy bag. Not the fucking jungle one, the standard fucking triangle, one-man tent looking bastard. That. A Big Agnes sleep system and any fucking dollar store bivy bag. Tarpaulin. Sick. But Big Agnes, man. Big Agnes. I tell you now that one of the greatest and most well thought out products I have ever used. You know what I'm saying? I remember taking a subscriber camping and the motherfucker turned up with a 120 litre British Army Bergen with every bit of kit you could imagine. And I remember I turned up with a bivy bag, my Big Agnes, a bunch of fucking goat fucking skins and a coyote pelt, a hand axe, the fire starting kit, obviously your medical kit and your mobile phone and all that. We call that ghost kit, right? So your mobile phone and your med kit, you never want to have to use them in an emergency. So you call it ghost kit so that if you say, well, I went camping with 5 items, which I used to do, your ghost kit isn't included in those 5 items. But you only use it to stop yourself from dying. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've duct taped myself up multiple times. Also, super glue is sick too. You know what I'm saying? Do you know there's a guy in the outback of Australia right now who has a backpack that was made by me, and he's a ranger. And I went through like 2 months of testing different animal hides for this guy. Like I was literally sticking wedges of leather in the freezer, then in the oven, then in the freezer, then in the oven, which is basically a day in Australia. Okay? And if you're in the outback, it goes from, I'm going to kill you because it's so hot, to, I'm now going to kill you because it can get really cold. It's fucked. It's dumb. The most dumb thing. What is going on with Australia? Like, see, before anyone went there, it was a bit mad. Like, it was basically a beach that just didn't stop being a beach. Like, it went, do you know what? Everywhere else, beach on the coast. Let's just fucking go fully suntan all the way to the middle, getting increasingly hotter the closer you get to the center. There's a reason why all the white people that ended up there settled on the edge. Breezes were the one thing that shaped Australia. Not its nature, breezes. If there was a big fucking gusty bastard middle of the outback, there'd be shit there too. Do you know why there's white people in the outback? Opals. Yeah. Trust me. The koalas and the kangaroos aren't that fucking cool that we just wander out there. The indigenous people of Australia, right? Do you know what it's like to be part of a culture where you have evolved the skill set to just not die the way a white man would die in the same environment that you're in. Like, it's fascinating. Like, if you took box standard man in his 40s from any Western country and an indigenous man in his 40s from the outback, and they just stood still, how long before the white guy dies, then the indigenous guy dies? Because I'm thinking weeks. That's what I'm thinking. Fucking wild. Wild. Fucking hot as fuck, mate. Africa, hot as fuck. But Australian outback. Africa. The only reason we know how hot Africa is and all that is because there's some tree bits. Right? Outback is mad. It really fucking triggers me how fucking mad the outback is. Like, people don't talk about the madness of the outback enough. Like, how can people live in a place where if you're far enough out and you just so happen to run out of petrol, you're going to cook? You're just outside, mate. You're just standing outside. And now you're dead. Mad. Fucking mad. Anyway, that's why I keep my ass in the fucking wonders of Scotland, where every day is pretty much grey unless it's a heat wave, and then your gran is fucking toasted. Now, I'm going to listen to the fact that I need a massive pee, and I'm going to go now. I don't want anyone to get upset that there's no last song, okay? The pee is not going to stay in for another song, okay? And the toilet is upstairs. So the autism has already made a list of everything that needs to happen down here so that I can go upstairs to not have to come back downstairs after I take said pee. Like, I'm not the guy who's going to take 3 trips backwards and forwards from the car to bring in all the shopping bags. Like, I'm taking them all in at once. I'm taking them all in at once, even if I have to suffer the whole fucking way, because that suffering, like, that is better than having to admit defeat to the universe and do 2 trips. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you are part of the UK and you know what plastic shopping bags are, right? You will know the slicing action of the plastic bags. And you know that in a desperate plight, you will slide them up your arm so that you have all of the bastards hanging, and you will power through. And you will power through. Getting them off is not a graceful task, though. But I'm telling you, that's what goes through my head. And now I need to go for a pee-pee. And I love you guys. Honestly, I really appreciate everyone that's turned up tonight. So thanks. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow. And you all really, really, really matter to me. Goodbye.